to play with Cred Chick. It's on him though. What time I'll play with Hikaru will be at 3 p.m. EST, so 9 p.m.
Thank you so much, Romeo, for the tier and welcome back to your 4th month. Thank you. Wait, you guys can't see. Shit. Okay, wait, I'm gonna do it again so you guys can actually see. There we go. Oh my god. Chess boxer to Tyson? I don't know. Tyson is.
Type. I don't really understand how their abilities work in Jujutsu Kaisen, but all you gotta know is that he more or less bends blood. That's honestly the TLDR. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, I think the anime is super rushed. But honestly, I've watched a lot of anime, so I'm not really surprised that the anime is super rushed. Obviously, if you want the authentic experience.
Asked me what games I wanted to play and was just like, vote for It Takes Two or A Way Out, and everybody voted for A Way Out, and I was like, wait, I didn't even get a say about this. So like, the reason I'm playing It Takes Two with somebody else is because all the rest of you guys voted for A Way Out with Ketchik. So like, I'm sorry, my dudes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'll make sure I friend zone him on chess.com. Don't even sweat it. I'll make sure he gets friend zone in front of 50k people. Yeah, it's friend zone Friday. Like, I literally, okay, do you guys know the story? So the other day, I was just streaming. I was doing like a thing with my friends, right? And like, I was just wanting to tell my friend about how
Let's hear it.
Okay, what do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay, never mind.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach?
Moving on.
How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only match.
You should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, you know, it's 2023. We should imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke?
When you grow up, you might get that one.
I'm 21 years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
No. How did I play that? I looked and was like,
AkaNemsko, it's Spartish. I am standing outside your apartment. I knocked, but no one answered. Please let me in.
come on, guys. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually a funny one though. That's actually a funny one.
Okay. Like, it's just, well, the other side is completely movable. The other side looks fine. No, it doesn't. It looks misaligned too. It looks misaligned. Everything looks misaligned. No, only this side is locked into place. The other side is completely just moving.
Hello, sister. How are you? Are you Korean?
Alright, we're gonna just not engage with strangers.
I used to run track. I used to do a lot of like sprinting, but I just don't have muscles when it comes to arms because I absolutely failed. I absolutely failed that part. I did a pistol squat. I'm gonna take 2 subs off of that. That's way better than I expected. Okay, awesome. 95% of people can't do pistol, exactly. So I'm already like diamond for working out. Chat, I'm just better than all of you guys. Alright, hun.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all for coming. Bye.
Bomba na banie kończy mi balet. Najlepszy buzik syreny na ranem. Na wysorade jadę jaguarem. Na całe pięcie precz pora radarem. Funky, biorę odzinały pierdolę plastik. Wiżory na karki, złote zegarki. Wzrostowy styl na systemie Nike. Ska dżungla. Zawija kumpla. Na swieczni mam kundla. W kieszeni gotówka. Miejska dżungla, pies zawija kumpla. Na swieczni mam kundla. W kieszeni gotówka. Robię tak, posrała spara łuska. Zemsta i zabójstwa, brudne ręce, wykryw bluzka. Ej!
Si la dame prend ici, on peut prendre le fou gratuitement.
Vegetarian salami is the best, yeah, for sure. I want to I wanna see the salad pretty bad. All right, we're treating ourselves next. Oh, je bag Disa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Ah! Okay, never mind. I'm cracked at League. It's fine. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Show names. Okay. Spust. Duast. Okay. Okay. But Tasha's weak. Oof. This song slaps. What the heck? Yo, you guys actually need to pop up more often. Bro, where can we get some more of this kind of energy in the chat? Like, my NA viewers don't have this kind of energy. But Polish viewers, man, are built different. Alright. Yeah, my heater needs to actually get turned up higher. I'm getting cold. This is like, I like having my room at 26 degrees. Yeah, they discovered indoor heating in Canada, finally. It's 2020. Thomas, you got this. 2 polls in team. True? What team? It's like Schalke. Fix this in a different way so I don't sit so slanted, or I can move my camera more this way. Yeah, it's because this is not an omnidirectional mic, and it's I currently don't have it set up the way I used to have it set up, so it's like a little bit difficult because of that. But I can just, you know what? I can just move this all the way here and then I could sit slanted, that's fine. Alright. This is like, we're slowly getting there. I probably have to fix it from a different angle. It's like hurricanes in Florida. Okay, as long as they are not like too serious, I think we'll be fine. I mean, I don't want chat to complain. So maybe this is like okay. The first thing that man said was girlfriend. He really had to put it out there. Oh god. Oh god.
Bro, I'm gonna die. I swear I'm gonna die. We need more females in Poland, that too. There's new God damn it. I'm gonna mess up her name. What, how do I pronounce her name? New
Hello? Hope you guys are able to see this. Testing. Testing. Is this live? Okay, yay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys... I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hello, everyone. The cat is here. Yep. Stream has officially started. I'm really excited for today. We are going to be coaching Super PogChamps participants, Sonicfox, in a couple of moments. They are going to be on. And also, this light is so yellow. We're going to turn it to that. Okay, cool. But yeah, we are live. We are going to be doing a little coaching today. And by coaching, what I really mean is we're going to be actually helping him out with his gameplay. We're just going to be playing rapid games to practice, because I've sent him opening stuff and he's supposed to review it on his own, but we're not going to go over it on stream in case anybody snipes us. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Hey guys, hello. Hope you guys are having a lovely Thanksgiving weekend. If you're not American, I hope you're having a lovely weekend regardless. And if you're from, I hope you had a great Black Friday and all that good stuff from this past weekend. But yeah, I'm really excited to be coaching a little bit. And then tomorrow, also wanted to let you guys know, we're going to be doing either 2 streams or we're going to do one really long continuous stream. But tomorrow at noon, we're going to be doing another coaching session with Will Benson, who is also in Super PogChamps, and he's a baseball player. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And then I'm super excited about that. But bro's been really busy, so I've been like, look, it's okay if you don't have time for coaching, but if you have an hour on Sunday. So we're gonna do an hour on Sunday, and we'll see. We'll just like get a really quick glimpse at how they're playing, see if we can give them any heuristics that they can take into their tournaments. But yeah, next week is going to be Super PogChamps, which I am really excited about. And we're also going to be, you might even see me on broadcast. So I'm excited about that. But that will be the plan for this week. That's the plan for this week. Hello, buddy. I'm scooching over a little bit. I hope you don't mind. But yeah. Hey, guys. Hello. And then, oh, he's getting excited because I'm moving stuff. Buddy, none of this is for you. I'm just trying to make a little more room for myself. He's just so curious. He's a curious kitty cat, as he should be. He's a great cat. Okay, so, we'll have Sonicfox on in a moment, but we are going to be doing a little coaching. And then, obviously, next week, I'm really excited because our board, the chessboard that I've been designing for the better part of this year, is launching on, hopefully, December 1st. Obviously, it's no longer Flex Friday, but hopefully December 1st. And then, yeah, it should be a good time. But yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope you guys had a lovely Friday night. And I finally ordered a new monitor on Amazon, so we'll be getting our new monitor, and we will no longer need to be playing on this scuffed monitor. It is an 8x8, yeah. It will be 8x8. It's also solid wood. Everything is wood. It's going to be really heavy. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be one of the heavier chess sets out there. It's 1.3 kilograms, and it's relatively large. So Yay! We also ordered a black dress. I have posted the details for that on my Discord as well. There's still a lot of Black Friday sales going on. I don't have anything to sell you guys for Black Friday, so don't come after me. But if you are looking for men's style, I would recommend. I do have some recommendations. I don't have the dress yet. I just ordered it online. All my shopping stuff is either on my Instagram. Usually it's on my Instagram, but in this case, I just posted it on Discord. So, yeah. But the price yesterday was pretty good. It was 179 Canadian dollars I bought a Samsung Odyssey 5. So, should be good. But, oh, the monitor, I don't have the monitor yet. So it'll be like, I'm getting it in 2 days. In which case, you're still not going to see it because I need to replace the monitor. Dude, okay, here. Let me show you guys my current monitor, okay? This, I'm so scared to turn it. But this over here is what my current monitor looks like after I punched it. So this is what I've been streaming on for the better half of this week. As you can tell, I only have like half of the screen really because the other half of it is broken, which is why we need a new monitor. And then there's the other one. Show you guys. But the other one pretty punched through too. But that's why we have a new one. Happens. I had a really, really bad poker loss. I didn't even have that bad of a poker loss. Honestly, it was all myself. I played a really bad tournament. And I was really frustrated. Here, I'll show you guys the other one real quick. This is the old one. This is the old one. That was me. It's alright. I'll show it later. Okay. Yeah, I mean, happens. Sometimes you just lose, you know, but all good. Yeah. I don't know, I rage. The only thing I actually ever do get tilted about is poker. I'm not even tilted, like I said. I'm just so frustrated with my own lack of inability to be good at the game. Like, I have spent a lot of time playing the game. I need to spend so much more time working on the game, and then, yeah. But we are calling. I already bought myself one, don't worry. I bought Samsung Odyssey 5. It's like a 27 hertz. Sorry, 27 inch. Like 265 hertz or something. Hey, Tripsy, thanks so much for the 6 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you so much, Kevin, as well, for the resub earlier. I'm sorry I missed it, but really appreciate that. Thanks for being such an awesome mod and for being here all this time. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, well, once again, it wasn't really that much about me actually losing. I did bust 2 out of the money, but it was way more because I played poorly than anything else. Like, I just played so terribly, and I was really disappointed in myself. So anyways, we're gonna get coaching. But yeah, it should be good. Oh, hey, Butsko.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, sorry about that. I was just doing some.
No worries at all. No
Okay.
worries.
How do you want to do this? You want to go into and you want to do like something on chess.com? You want to go into VR? Either or works for me.
Yeah, let's do chess.com so you're fully ready for the real tournament experience that you'll be experiencing. So for everyone coming on, this is Sonicfox, 8-time Evo champion.
Hello.
And also playing in upcoming Super PogChamps. So should be good. Yeah. Like for a moment, like, why were we doing this again? Wait a second.
You're good.
Hey Melcam, thank you so much. Appreciate
All right.
it. Yeah, just give me your chess.com username. And also, do you know your match format? Like, do you know?
Yes, let me just link you the doc. I can just link you that.
Yeah. His main game is Mortal Kombat, but he's you've got what? Titles in other games too, right?
Yeah. So here, I just forwarded it to you. You just click that link.
Okay,
and
thank
see.
you. Let's see. This does not look like it's public information, so I'm not going to share it on screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6-player round robin, 2-game matches, 10 plus 5. So you're going to be playing 10 plus 5. That's the
Okay.
most important part.
Which
Oh,
should be okay.
yeah, I think it should be okay. Okay, so day 1, you've got Voyboy with white.
Mhm.
You're playing against Andrea with black. And then you're playing Masio. I literally have no idea what he plays.
It's round robin, so I play everyone.
Oh, you play everyone. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I think
oh,
2
I
matches
see.
and I play everyone.
Oh, you play
I'm
everyone
pretty
2
sure.
games. Okay, and they're all simultaneous. That's how this is working. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I will be commentating on one of the days. I don't believe it's going to be on the day that you're playing, unfortunately, so you better be making it into the quarterfinals.
My goal is to try to get third. I don't think I can beat Andrea and Linda, but I think I can beat everyone else.
All right.
And so I should try to focus on beating those people.
Sounds good. This will be fun. Okay, so for context, Sonic is in the same group as Andrea, and I still think it's crazy that they have Andrea playing in Super PogChamps because she has what, like, I don't know. When did you start playing chess?
I started playing like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not so much necessarily about the amount of time that Andrea has spent on the game versus the time you have spent on the game, but like, she grew up in a chess playing family, you know?
Yeah,
like, I just think
yeah.
it's a little different. So I do think it's really, really crazy that you guys are all in
There's
the
not a
same
few
group.
people over 2,000.
Yeah, there's people over 2,000. She's played classical chess tournaments. Have you even been to a classical chess tournament?
No, never.
Okay, don't go. I would not recommend it.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to sit there for hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like in my mind, I'm not saying she's a pro player like or anything like that, but and obviously like if you don't actually study in chess, you're not gonna just improve. Like she plays a lot of games, but she doesn't necessarily study all the time.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's kind of interesting, but.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the understanding of the game has to be better for her. Like, no offense to you, it's just she's played the game for so much longer. It's just different.
Yeah, she just grew up with it. I'm like, yeah, I can't.
Exactly.
Also, I sent you my name.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna be playing 10 plus 5. And let me just send you a challenge instead. Waiting for PogChamps over the board edition. I think they were trying to do one at some point. Let me find you. Nice username, I like it.
Thank you.
Okay, so time control for Super PogChamps is 10 plus 5. I don't play any rapid at all, so you know, I have high standards for you. I'm expecting you to do well.
It's just 3 minute. You invited me to a 3 minute.
Oh shoot, sorry. Oops. My bad. Let me try it again. Okay, let me just do it this way. I'll do it manually. Are you more comfortable with black or white? Doesn't matter, because we're gonna...
Probably more white, but...
More white? Okay.
Yeah. But I can... I play French, right? So it's...
Yeah.
I can hold.
Alright, do you mind just clicking this link for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done, I think.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Good luck.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna...
practice.
Yeah, just play your best game, and we'll go over each game after. And I'm also gonna play openings that I think your opponents are gonna play. And unfortunately, I think most people play d4. Oh, you play this. Okay, interesting. Alright, so we are gonna be playing a little bit against Sonic. It should be a good time. He goes into the Queen's Gambit. I don't really play London or anything like that. So this is gonna be an interesting experience. But we're just we're gonna be playing games, basically. We're just gonna be playing chess. It's serious today, no hamburger. Yeah, today is serious PogChamps coaching. Very serious PogChamps coaching. We're even on chess.com for today's purposes. Yeah. Bishop g5 is definitely the more theoretical Queen's Gambit. It's true. But like I said, this is more to get an idea of what bro's gonna play rather than like he has to abide by these specific moves, if that makes sense.
Forcing to take off.
Yeah. We're just gonna see how he does in response to certain setups and positions and what the critical thinking process looks like. I like this move, sort of. We'll throw in this threat. See, we're just giving him, like, tricks. We're trying to see if he's grounded in his way of thinking. Officially assigned coach is maybe a bit of a stretch, but I was suggested to coach people. I was actually technically assigned Will Benson, but Sonic and I are friends, so I was like, you know what? I'll also help out Sonic a bit if he wants it. He doesn't have to. This is completely voluntary on his part. He could have told me no. He doesn't need to be here. Yeah, Sonic is 1,900 in chess.
So many attackers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, looks uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think it's okay still for now. I think.
No, he can't hear me when I yap. I have myself muted. Hey, Yummers! Thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 6th month. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I really want to sacrifice. I have no idea if this works, but this feels like the type of BS that people are going to throw at him. So we're going to do it.
How does that work?
We're about to find out. No, anyone can technically be a chess coach. If you're talking about specifically for PogChamps, that's like very different because PogChamps is not supposed to be a super.
I guess I should have got my queen up. This sucks, I think.
Not telling him anything. I don't actually think it sucks that bad. I might have been a little ambitious, but it's okay. Gotta do it for the content. We're just trying to bring everything over here, right?
Need to play this.
No, I think this was way too outrageous. But let's see how he defends against it.
Yes.
I think that's good. Always trying to trade off pieces after your opponent starts an attack. Remember that. But these are fun moves. Fun games and fun moves. He just needs to defend. If he defends, he's gonna win.
Oh.
I think. As long as he doesn't mess up. Now his responsibility is to not mess up. But it's so far pretty good. I think his time usage is like really healthy. I do think Bro has a really good understanding of how to play the game in general, obviously. He's already 1900, so cheap tactics and sacrifices are not going to work on him. At least so far. That's what I've seen. He's responding really fast. All the technical skills are there for sure. Which we like. Yeah. So far, so good. See, now he has to find Rook here. This is okay. I like this idea. He's going for something aggressive over defending, which I always love to see.
I had to try something.
He doesn't, but see, he doesn't need to try something. He thinks, I don't know if he thinks he's, see, these are the kind of thoughts I'm so curious about.
This sucks.
He's in the worst position. It does not suck for him. And he doesn't know that. He thinks the position sucks, but it doesn't suck. Fascinating, right? Like, he shouldn't have a fear in this position. This position is good. If he had an eval bar right now, it would be like, bro, you're so winning. Another good spot coming in by Sonicfox.
Dude.
He should play this right now. This is like a crushing tactic. This also works. But I think knight takes e4 was the better move.
Oh, design?
Are you serious? Bro, during the whole game, you were like, oh, I don't like my position. And it's like the most clearly winning position for you. It's the most clearly winning position for you. The whole time, I'm just listening to you complain. Yes, that position is very lost. The bishop takes d6. Yeah, I wanted to see if you would, like, how you would respond to aggression. And you defended perfectly. And you found the tactics. Which is so important.
I was like, wait.
Because sometimes...
Isn't that like I saw it last move. Like I played it one move too late, but I thought like maybe the rook.
You had knight takes e4. Well, instead of rook c8, you had
it
knight takes
earlier.
e4. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I had it earlier.
You could have just played that straight away. But I think I think bishop a6 was perfect. I think the fact that you were trading off pieces is exactly what you're supposed to do. I think rook h8 was perfect whenever you're being attacked. So that was like literally no issues whatsoever.
I was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I feel like, okay, how did you feel though? How did you feel like after knight takes h7? Did you feel like you were in a worse position? Like I was obviously listening in on you being like,
oh yeah, like being miserable.
You sounded so miserable, and I was like, bro.
Like, oh, my
but that's
so bad.
That's the kind of thing I want to know. Like, what is your genuine assessment before you turn on the engine, before you do anything? After knight takes h7, what do you think your position was supposed to be? Like, what do you think the eval in that position was supposed to be? Don't without using an eval bar, obviously.
Oh, if I took knight h7?
Yeah, you played knight takes h7, right? I played knight takes h7. You played knight takes h7. You took my knight back.
Oh, hold on. I have to go back. My mind is a little blank. Hold on.
That's okay.
So when you said
yeah, don't have eval on. No eval. That's really important.
When you took what? Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Why is it auto playing? I'm gonna stop. Okay, sorry. Yeah, when I played knight e7, when I took your knight back, and then you played bishop takes, I was like, am I not just completely lost here? I was like,
okay.
Like, if I take your bishop, I get checkmated. I was like, if I was like, I know no matter what, I need to defend the h7 square. Like no matter what, if that knight leaves, I die. Like
Okay, good assessment on the fact that, like, yes, you need to defend that square, but also let's just take a pause there because you said something really interesting. You thought you were dead lost, like after bishop d6. Okay, and you thought you were dead lost because of why?
I just thought like clearly you want me to take your bishop with the pawn, but I was just like the more and more I looked, I was just like I did think I was dead lost, but then I was looking at your pieces and I was like, wait, it's because it's the bishop that's attacking me first that this isn't actually too bad.
Good.
Not yet, at least. I was like, this sucks, but I was like, I think there's a little bit of play left.
Yeah.
The problem I was having here in this position though, it's like, what am I playing for? Right, like right here, what the reason why I was feeling so miserable earlier, I was like, it's like I'm the only person who can lose this position right now.
That is so not true. Okay, so think about it this way, right? Once I've sacrificed a knight, once anybody has sacrificed a knight, the only thing you gotta do is defend the position. You don't need to play for anything. Because if you trade off every piece, like you did in the game with bishop a6, with rook to h8, you're gonna go into a better position in the end game, being up that knight. So you don't actually need to be playing for anything. And I think that's a mindset that I'm not saying in this game was really an issue because you obviously like played just really good moves, but you should never be stressed in situations like that, if that makes sense.
I was definitely stressing out.
Yeah. So don't stress in those type of positions because like your opponent can play moves that are bad and you gotta acknowledge that your opponent can make moves that are bad. Like I think so many people get in their head like, oh, this person did the X against me, so therefore it has to be good, and then they like self-prophilize that into reality, whereas the way that you approached this position was absolutely correct. You just decided to trade off the pieces. You know, you found this really exciting idea with queen to a3, and I think that was really good, and you like were active in your defense and you weren't just super passive, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I thought the check with queen a3, I thought was gonna, if you didn't address it, was gonna lead to some venom, because my idea was, look, after I trade off the bishop, because I have a French bishop right now.
Yeah.
I was like, let me get rid of this bishop for literally one of your only attacking pieces.
Right.
And then I was just like, I feel like you might need to address this threat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I felt I was even thinking about, like, again, sacrificing my knight back in that position, but then I saw the tactic. I was like, oh, I could just take. Like, this is just I can just clearly take.
One of the other things you did really well is you clearly identified that there's weaknesses in my position, and instead of just sitting around passively, you went for it. Like one of the best counter attacks, one of the best ways to defend in chess is honestly attacking, and it feels like you have that down. Okay, so good stuff. We don't need to cover that much more. I do have a few
attacking
comments.
is something. It's something that I'm not too. I realized that your attack fizzled out a little bit, and I was like, I need to take advantage of your pieces not being where they need to be yet, because I'm the one that can start attacking the weaknesses, like the weak. I was going to attack the weak c3 pawn that you had. I saw your king was just sitting there wide open. I was like, I can gang up on the c3 pawn, and then I saw the tactic where it's like, oh, you're gonna lose everything here.
But okay, so at some point you did realize that this was all just like, I don't even know what the word for it is, but like this is all a bluff, right? Like there's nothing actually here. Okay, good. So it's good that we recognize that, but I think it's also really, I think one of the highest skills you can get in chess that's going to improve play dramatically is being able to correctly evaluate in every single position, like, where do I stand in this position? What is my purpose in this position?
Yeah. I did think after knight takes back, I was like completely dead lost, but I was like, maybe there's a little bit of play. I was like, the critical move in this position. I was like, there's legit only one move in this position. Now I'm like, it is knight f6. I thought.
Good.
I was like, I need to play this or I just lose. Like, I'm like, I'll continue to see what happens, to see how I get eliminated. But
so
I
I did have so you played all of that really well, but I did want to talk a little bit about this opening because I think it was a little sus. I'm just going to share my screen with you.
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay.
I actually really don't like playing the French. It's just all I know, to be honest. And I did try practicing your Sicilians, but I actually really don't like the positions I get into.
Wait,
with
but
the
this is
Sicilians.
you're trying to play the French against a D4 opening.
Yeah, I know. That's my problem.
Wait, so what do you do when people actually? So you just play this like Queen's Gambit, very like
Kind of,
setup?
yeah. The Queen's Gambit decline setup, yeah. And if they
Oh, okay.
and I'm like I'm aware what I'm doing. It's just like
Okay, that makes sense because
I'm
this
miserable.
this opening felt like it was not good, and I think maybe that's also a mindset that you're bringing into the middle game, even though you were completely winning. So let's go over this a little bit. Let's break it down. I'm not a Queen's Gambit player, but basically, you know, similar to the London, right? You don't really want to have this, like, you don't want to open up the H file for your opponent.
Yeah, H file against my king.
And
Yeah,
I think that was maybe an issue. So, for example, here, playing something like C5 is a little
move.
this is too early though, because you have B6, right? You found this B6 here. That was really good. But I'm going to point out this issue that you had. When you played B6 over here, I actually have 95, which is a much better way of setting up my attack. Because now if you try to break open the center, this does work. Because I have queen to H5.
Yeah, queen, and then it's just you dead.
Yeah, so I think B6 in this position is a little bit slow. You probably do have to go like H6. H6 also looks a little awkward though. So maybe we can fix this issue a couple of moves earlier, where once you realize like, oh, hey, my opponent is now able to bring the bishop out, bring the queen out. We play B6 here to stop C5.
Right. The thing is, I actually didn't see B5. I was like, I know you want me to trade with you, and I'm not going to. And then you played B5. I was like,
C5.
like, it's like, yeah,
C5.
C5, and I was just like, oh shit, like,
okay,
I have to,
let's scale
like,
it back.
I did not say it.
All right, let's scale it back one more layer then. Why do you think white plays D4, C4?
I mean, this is my opening, but I just feel like they play this to have they want to gambit a pawn mostly to get a no, it's not really even a gambit. You just win it back pretty quickly, because if you try to defend that pawn, you just go to a completely worse position. But it's just to try to clamp down on the center really early.
Good. So the concept here is controlling the center, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so what is an issue when you have your bishop on D6 with the black pieces?
Well, you can just one of the things I thought might have been really bad for me is I limit my development of my queen, and
way simpler. What did I play in this game that you had issues with?
Yeah, C5. Yeah. I'm wasting tempo.
So you should keep that in mind for when you play with the white pieces too, because you do play this opening with the white pieces. I'm not saying C5 is the solution to all your problems, but there's a reason why I think semi-Slav positions can be really passive, is because you get all these, like, white gets so much space on the queen side, and they can choose to use that space for whatever they want. So you gotta always be ready to face that with when you have the black pieces, and with white, you're always looking for that opportunistic moment to push C5, like I did in the game. Now, I didn't follow up with the best continuation, but you can still see how if your opponent was a little bit stronger and were like going about it the right way, they would have played knight to E5, and then all of a sudden you have so many issues here. After H6, I'm going to push C6 down. And now
and then my bishop is literally never in the entire game.
Exactly. So you understand all these concepts.
I think I would continue. I probably would still continue with my A5 idea. Of
so if you play A5, I'm going to play like queen E2. I'm not saying this is lost, obviously. This is still a middle game. You'll eventually kick out my knight. You'll eventually probably get rid of this pawn. All that kind of stuff. But like, it takes so much time. And then you're in pure defensive mode. And you're in such a, like...
miserable.
You're just kind of in a positionally miserable position. So instead of dealing with that instead of like getting to that position in the first place, just recognize at what point is C5 actually a real threat. And then, like, stop it, you know? Just, like, make sure that
I just didn't even see the move. I was too focused on, like, going, like, I don't want to trade with you, but I want to develop a little bit more. And so that's what I did in the game. I just developed. And then I was like, wait, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Hell, even, I think even when I developed the knight, I thought, I developed, in the game, I developed my knight in front of my queen. I thought you could just take my bishop, and like I would have a bit more of a miserable position here.
This is actually not something white wants to do, because after c takes e takes d5, you would think that double pawns are actually bad, but they're not that bad. And the reason for this is because, like, you just control so much of the center. Do you, like, realize that? Like, yes, you have double pawns, and I'm sure this is, like, positionally not comfortable, but technically it's actually not that bad for you. Technically.
Well, I do want to say I think my weakest point is definitely my endgames. So I definitely want to play positions where I don't go into an endgame off rip, or at least if I am going to go into an endgame, I'm clearly advantageous.
Right.
If I were to do that, if I go into an equal endgame, I feel like I always like throw it like really badly.
Fair enough. Another thing that I want you to pay attention to is that if your opponent is threatening c5, another idea you have, I don't think it actually is good in this position specifically. Just because their c takes, e takes, and then after d takes, you're left with an isolated pawn, which is a lot worse.
Yeah.
You don't want this, but if you had done it before you had played knight e4, you could have played c5. And I think
this is like the
this would have been maybe like more comfortable for you to play.
And then like, I believe there's some lines where like this is the Albin, right? Like Albin counter-esque position.
Yeah. With this,
but
I would say so much more important than memorizing specific lines is understanding in which positions are we able to push c5. And I think between this line, right, and this knight to e4, the line you played, it's clearer that you are able to push c5 when you have a knight defending the d5 pawn, because then you're not left with an isolated pawn.
Yeah. I don't want to be left. Yeah, literally with an isolated pawn.
Yeah, but those are just kind of like the connections like you just need to make, because it's impossible to memorize every single line. So you can like these are all possible solutions for you to play in this opening. I'm not saying one is necessarily better than the other, but for example, if you don't want to be left with an isolated pawn in this position and you don't want your opponent to push c5, then let's play b6, right? It's just like a heuristic. You just check this position.
Yeah, I missed a critical prophylaxis move. That's like
yes.
Like I legit I was just completely blind to it. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, I definitely should, like, because I know your entire idea is you want me to take you, and I know that, and I just didn't consider. Wait, like
here's a great position to play c5 as well.
Yeah, exactly. I just didn't realize the way.
Yeah, not castled. Haven't brought my bishop out yet. So you can just take a moment.
No, you played that. No, legit. That's why I started getting so miserable. I'm like, why didn't I see this move? Like, I'm so stupid. I was like, it's not the only one move.
No, it's okay. I don't think you're stupid. I think like it just takes somebody doing it once against you to really get it. But
yeah.
All right, ready for another game?
Let's do it. Yeah. I want to keep practicing my weaknesses.
Yeah, I'll play white again because I think you do have a slight.
I'm way worse as black. I promise you that.
Yeah, heuristics are just rules of thumb, chat. It's not a complicated word.
Yeah,
here it is. I'm just starting all the games. No worries. All right, good luck.
Cool. Okay.
I'm gonna keep playing d4 against him because I think that's literally what everybody does. But I think we learned a lot. I haven't really seen him play before. It feels like he's got a pretty decent understanding of why to play moves, which is good. Not everybody does. I was a little concerned when he sounded so miserable despite being up a whole horsey. Oh, kitten! Let's go. Let's go, so cute. But yeah. We're just playing openings that people might play.
It's a lot of moves.
Yeah, I don't think he really wants pets right now.
Okay, let's first ask you Bishop a question. What are we doing this?
Oh, so cute.
Okay.
Hello, Alex. Hello.
Okay. Just castles. Oh, I did it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think this happened.
Let's not do that during PogChamps. Yeah, okay. Let's not do that.
I think this also happened to Magnus in like a recent game. Oh my god. We can go back to the same position. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed.
It's okay. We can go again.
Yeah, we can go back to the same position.
That's the beauty of playing practice games.
This is why I don't play on computer because I always like. I feel
Okay,
like
this is why we gotta practice, right? This is why we practice playing on the computer for the next little bit. No more VR chess for a while, because we gotta not misclick.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That is what I wanted to
Nice.
play.
Okay, we got back.
We're good.
Oh, I also wanted to say, c5 is really only a pressure if your bishop is on d6. Because now if I push c5, it's just like a waste of time and you can play b6 instantly, right? Another thing to keep in mind. A little heuristics.
Do this. Go for a structure like this. I know what my plan is. It might be slow, but let's do this.
Now we're just going to a really chill d4 game. But you always want to be making moves that have purpose. Or thinking about why
Also
you're
dynamic
making
play.
moves.
Let's do this.
Good luck getting into chess.
This.
Aw, thank you. We'll see. We'll see how this ends up going. Thanks, Clubby. I rather like this position for white. I think I have a lot of things to play for, whereas Sonic doesn't. But yeah, also sorry for your loss.
Only one piece not doing anything. Let's make you do something.
Spirited Away is always so good. I think this is kind of passive. But like, hey, what do I know? I don't even play this opening. I am not a Queen's Gambit player whatsoever. We're just gonna do our best here. So we want a rook here, and we want a rook here. I think it's this one first, just so we're like looking at the queen in case of any funny c5 ideas, but I don't think there are any funny c5 ideas. So I don't know. Honestly, me playing games with Sonicfox for practice is probably really good for him, because this is about... his opponents are going to know about as much about the openings as I do. Is what I want to say. Pretty realistic, yeah. We're all gonna be here being like, so what are we doing? So I think now he's got this b4 idea with c5, and I think he should go for it before it's too late. Because next move, I'm gonna play queen e2, and then I think it is actually too late, although I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Now we definitely want to move the queen, though. Because if we move the queen, then this is not a threat. Yeah, rooks belong on semi-open files, and open files, obviously.
Right. Let's ask some questions, shall we?
if you're around 1900, I'm still of the belief that what opening you play is not the most important question. The important questions to ask yourself are, do you know what the heck you're doing after the middle game? Oh, me too. Aw. The questions to ask are, do you know how to transition successfully from your middle game? From your opening into a middle game? Yeah, I got that monitor. So I kind of want to play this and then go here. You should basically never memorize openings. Memorizing openings is such a massive waste of your time. Because let's be
I actually
real.
think I blundered right there. I think you could actually just sack your knight there. Okay.
Oh, with like knight takes c6?
Yeah.
Knight
And
takes c6 doesn't work because you have rook takes c6.
No.
Oh, knight takes
You can
f7?
take. Yeah, f7. Yeah, I was like, oh, I
Yeah, I think knight takes f7 might work.
Yeah.
I missed that. Good call.
Yeah. Let's do. Well, I gotta stop it
I
now.
never play rapid
Or
online.
now it's.
But I'll do it for my students. But I like my position after this because they are going to be forced to take. And then I'm going to have an outpost. So I'm not, like, I think, yes, the pawn is free. Pawn is obviously winning for me, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. What's an example of how to transition well from opening to a middle game?
Well, maybe I had a better move. But I still had to adjust that, right?
I would say it's more
Yeah,
of...
yeah.
Wait, what's up? What's up?
No. My next move was gonna play like knight b5 and get rid of the bishop. To be honest, right? I was like, you saw it. Okay.
Prophylactic thinking.
Yeah.
It's hard to answer that question. Depends on the opening, yeah. My point is that it's not about the opening. It's about, do you understand why you're playing this opening? What's the purpose of your opening? It's like when people play openings like the Sicilian because they want a solid game. It's like the Sicilian's purpose is not to play that solid game.
Target that long term, perhaps.
The purpose of the Sicilian is to go fighting, PvP. If you're trying to play a super solid game, you play d4 openings, but then so many people just don't understand these concepts, and like the whole purpose of playing some Queen's Gambit positions to get an isolated pawn, and then you play against that isolated pawn structure, and people don't know how to play against isolated pawns because they're just like, I like this opening, and then they just go play it, and I'm there like, oh my gosh, bro, you don't even know two things about what to do after. So that's why I'm just saying it's so important to understand the purpose of your opening. Not memorizing lines, not like, oh, what do I do on move 35? It's just about, hey, as a basic concept, if you're playing a close position, what do you think you're trying to do in this game? And if you don't give a shit at all, I don't give a shit about it either. I don't care. I only teach people who actually want to learn because, like I've said before, it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. It's just not. It's not going to affect your life. It's not going to help you. Okay, it might help you get a girlfriend, but it's probably not going to affect much in your life. So whether or not you understand what you're going to do on move 30, like what you're going to do after move 20 of the Queen's Gambit is literally none of my business. But if you want to learn about it, you know, you can go out and do that.
Question is what?
And I respect that. But if you don't want to, it's also okay. It's all good. It's a pick your own adventure. But if you are trying to get serious, then it is so important you understand why you're playing the position and what the purpose of it is. Why are we playing? If you're an active player and you're playing like the French with the black pieces, that's a issue. Which is an issue with Sonicfox, but I don't have time to fix his opening before Super PogChamps. You blundered. But I
Yeah,
think
I was
you're
like, oh.
lost. I think you're lost actually
Yeah.
in this position. So we can go over it.
Yeah. I resign. Where's the resign button?
The
Oh my
resign
god.
button.
I was like, oh wait, I can't go there. Where is the resign button? Oh my
It's
goodness.
just next to
right
the
there.
draw button, yeah. But during Super PogChamps, I would recommend not resigning. Just
No, of course,
FYI.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm playing.
Good.
Always.
Good. Yeah, this is just for practice. All right.
I actually thought my position was pretty okay.
Did
I
you?
guess. Yeah,
Wait,
I
sorry.
felt like
You thought this position was okay, and you thought you were lost when you were up
Yeah.
at night?
yeah, no, I thought I had some future prospects. I thought I had some counterattack ideas. I thought like
You thought you had more life in this position? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I did. I actually did. I was like, I have a lot of ideas in this position, but it's gonna be a slow, methodical approach to it. I legitimately I thought I was doing okay, but maybe not. I actually thought I was doing pretty okay. I think I had to play like
No, you were not doing okay. Here, I'm still streaming my game to you, so you can just look at my screen.
let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see that with the evaluation thing.
Yeah,
the
the
oh my.
No, you're
Oh my
lost. You're lost. Okay, let's go over this from the start.
Okay. I was like, I'm surprised that I was like, I'm defending, but like I actually thought I was doing like just okay. I was like, this position seems okay, I guess.
Yeah,
lost? I didn't realize I was lost. I didn't feel like I was lost until I played until I blundered.
I think I don't think you're suited to playing passive positions, first of all. I think in this position, you played C6, which goes into a semi-Slav, and they're really solid positions, and the positional understanding for them is quite intense. But here I would actually suggest you to go B6. And this is basically the same idea as we had in the other game, right? You go B6, you push C5 at some point. I once again would not do it right now because there's always the C takes D5, and this is actually a little different because now I can take on E7, and you don't want to traits, right? Because you don't like endgame, so always be really cautious about the C5 pawn push, but you don't need to push C5. You can play bishop B7. And now if I Casso, you can just play knight b to d7. And now if I play rook c1, now you can play something like d takes c4, for example. And then maybe you can play, I don't know, a6. And this is just a much more dynamic position. And you always have c5 ideas. Rather than this position that you got yourself into with c6, where it feels like you are kind of waiting for me to do more things. And I really don't like this d takes c4 move.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so d takes c4 is probably fine in theory, but you're giving up the center.
I thought I had such a strong clamp with it, with my knight being there, my two pawns defending it. That I thought it was pretty fine.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'm gonna kick up the bishop and start trying to play on maybe a little bit more on the queen side, maybe.
Yeah, I see.
That was my idea.
I see. So once again, the engine doesn't hate what you're doing, but I think
it's just the knight is a massive blunder. Yeah, which I'm actually really curious about.
Okay, so this is not the biggest issue in my opinion. I think I was talking a little bit to my chat about how the continuation into the middle game is really important. So right now you're on the cusp of you're still in the opening, transitioning to the middle game. A lot of people have this issue because they don't understand the purpose of their opening.
So I 90% hope things I don't.
Okay, so the purpose of your opening when you're playing something like the semi-Slav is to take a slightly more passive route at the start in exchange for being able to hit back in the center a little bit later, so in the middle game. So in a position like this, you have the right idea that you want to be playing things like b5, but the issue with b5 here is that you give yourself a really big positional weakness on c5, which is going to be an outpost for me, and then you also give this backwards pawn on c6 because you can't push it up, right? If you push it up, you lose the pawn. So knowing that this is an issue, the engine has already shown you a6. This is the idea you should go to defend this pawn in order to get rid of this backwards pawn.
Yeah, the weakness.
Before I'm able to get a clamp down on c5. And that is the purpose of your opening. The purpose of playing this opening is not to start a queenside attack, because you can't start a queenside attack. You don't have the center to start a queenside attack. You don't have the resource to start a queenside attack, but rather to open up the position at some point and play a more dynamic game. That being said, I don't think this specific variation suits you very well, because you don't like playing endgames very much, and this is very likely to go into like a lot of trades, right?
Yeah, I see.
Like queen takes d1 is the recommended move. Sure, you can hide, but then all of a sudden white has all these ideas. So
Yeah.
you're recommended to trade queens, and if you don't, you suffer a positional loss, and you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to suggest is not to go for this c6 idea, and to keep it a little bit more flexible with b6, bishop b7 in these type of positions, with knight d7 and then c5 ideas. And I think this is a lot more dynamic, because you kind of got stuck in this position where you only had like, I don't know if you only had one idea, like you still have possibilities here, obviously, but it does feel a little passive, right? Like you want to be hitting back.
Yeah, I felt I was passive, but legitimately during that entire time, I thought I was doing pretty okay. Like I was like, I'm gonna get my bishop out. I'm gonna kick out the knight. I'm gonna do some more trades. Like even though I hate endgames, I was just like, I'm gonna try just trade off some more pieces and then see what happens. I didn't realize how bad my position actually was until you said something. I was like, what?
Yeah, this is not a good position. This is not a good position, especially with the c5. But like that's why having a positional understanding, or being able to correctly evaluate in every single position objectively how well you're doing, is such an important skill in chess. And it's really difficult. It's a really difficult skill in chess. But that's why we do these exercises, to help you figure that out. So here I would say knight b6 is a big issue, because you are giving up chances of pushing c5. Not only did you not support yourself in pushing c5, you didn't recognize that you need to push c5, and you moved your knight away from supporting you being able to push c5.
Yeah, from supporting that push. Yeah.
Right, because you did not identify in this position that your main goal is to push c5, because you didn't know.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's why it's so important to understand these kind of concepts. Yeah, in typical, in general, like if you don't want isolated pawns, you don't want backwards pawns, because it just becomes such a weakness. And you can see from this game how it became such a weakness. I just started putting pressure on it. I do think
I thought I was defending here, but like pretty well, right? So like there's a move that I made that puts me to like almost -3, to almost +3 for you, right? And I'm trying to figure out like where this is going. Like I actually thought I was holding pretty okay. Like yeah, here, yeah, it looks like that. Like right here is a massive. It's a massive.
Oh yeah, I
massive
could play knight takes d5.
Oh here, yeah. This
Bam, and then I have a pin.
Yeah.
And this sucks.
Yeah, this sucks.
But why did this happen? How did this happen?
Oh.
There's like one right
It's
answer.
it's because I moved my knight away, right?
No, it's because you're too passive.
Oh, I'm passive. I'm too passive.
Look at how your pieces are going backwards. I mean, like I don't know how to explain that this position is not good to you, because like you think that this position is good for you.
I get. Yeah.
But
I didn't realize.
It's the fact that your bishop is behind a pawn, and your
this
pawn
is
can't
terrible.
push up because you lose a pawn.
Yeah, I can't.
And you're still trying to fight this, and your queen is on this like half-open file that if it ever took, you would get.
I was gonna move. I was like, I could see the position opening up very shortly. I need to move. I need to move my queen. That's why I moved my queen in like the worst position possible and got forked. But I was like, I need to move my queen. I'm gonna get my pieces out.
Yeah, basically whatever I do in this position is going to be successful, because your pieces are so disjointed. Look at your bishops here. There's no way you can look at this and be like, oh, my bishops are good, right? You have a bishop that can't go anywhere.
No, definitely not. But my idea was like I was gonna get my queen out and then get my bishop to target the knight, and then just try to again make more progress on the queen side. That was legit my idea. Like I was like, I felt like I had all the pieces to start like trying to push things toward the queen side, right? Like I had a pawn majority on the queen side, and I thought I will get rid of this knight. I will get my queen out. On the queen side, and I already have all my pieces where I want them to be on the queen side, and then I'm gonna start pushing. I didn't realize that. No, I was just completely lost that position.
Yep.
I was gonna push my pawn. My bishop's gonna come to life. Like everything's good. Like
too slow. This is just too slow, which is why once again the opening transition into the middle game is just really important. It's like have you ever played TFT?
No.
Okay. I don't play fighting games very much, so I don't have a good analogy. But it's really just you got to understand the purpose of your champion. Like you got to understand the purpose of your hero.
Yeah. I look at openings as characters that you choose.
Yes, that's a great way of looking at it. That's a great way of looking at it.
And I'm like, there's so many characters in chess right now that you have to learn.
Sounds good. All right, let's give you a break on black pieces. We'll see your game with white, but I do think that this is not like.
I think me being on the black side is it's definitely one of my biggest weaknesses.
Yeah.
I don't think I play good openings as black, and two, like.
Well, you're looking at the one that I sent you, right?
You showed me the Sicilian, right?
I showed you the Sicilian, then I also sent something yesterday. That was for you as black pieces.
Yesterday, I didn't actually see the one.
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's the one. It's just the PGN file I gave you. That's a game. That's an opening. You should be looking for the black pieces against the London. I just don't want to show it on stream.
Against the London, yeah. I'll look at that later. Like I said, I was thinking about everything that's like has to do with Andrea Botez.
Okay.
And I'll look at that last because I'm like I feel like it doesn't matter how much prep I'm gonna truthfully I think it doesn't matter how much prep I'm gonna do because I truthfully believe.
I just want you to get into a good opening position where you understand the middle game.
That is all I care about. I want to get into a position she's never been in before.
Yeah.
Right, where it's still relatively equal, and then I get outplayed there. But I'm like, my goal in this event is to make it out third. Okay, so right now I'm focusing on Masi, Smargo, and Voyboy because those are the people that I think I can beat.
With your current openings with the black pieces, it's looking a little sus, bro.
No, yeah, I think I'm telling you, I think my black openings are really
need to work on that a little bit more. But let's first see your game with white. Let's see how you do here.
Okay.
The first game with D4 is fine because I kind of like. I don't want to say handed it to him. That sounds so negative. But like I very much gave him the opportunity to win that game. But when I actually, like, obviously in the second game, it was just so rough. That opening just looked so rough. I mean, it's so hard to explain to people, like, why openings don't work. Or things are bad. I think more people are going to go Queen's Gambit than Nimso. So we're going to play that. And it's good. He plays this opening with the white pieces. How did it go so badly for him when he played? Now I'm so confused. Okay, why are we taking? All right, there's some red flags here, guys. There's some red flags. I don't think this is a good line. I think this is just like... I can't believe he plays D4 as somebody who is aggressive too. So many things. So many issues. I wish I knew like years in advance if somebody was going to play in PogChamps, because then I would be like, okay, you're going to be playing PogChamps in 2025 and you're starting out today. I am not going to allow you to play D4. You're going to have to play E4. Like, I wish I could just do that to people, but once habits are formed, it's so hard to fix them. I hope you won't struggle. I hope you won't. But I do think his D4 opening his opening with black was a little sus. But once again, like, he's playing 1900s, yeah? And he's playing against somebody, I don't know. I don't really know how much chess the other people have played, so. No, he doesn't play E4. No, I think the hip was too bad. That's not gonna work. They're all like 1900. Plus Andrea Botez, who I guess is also currently 1900, but has the potential to be 2100.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no plan right now. So come up with a plan.
Alright, when you have no plan, you should do 3 things. Okay, you should first think about, like, what is my worst piece? How do I improve it? And then you should think about what are my opponent's weaknesses? How do I attack them?
I do see a clear weakness, but I don't see a clear way to attack it without you.
Wait, sorry, what's my clear weakness? Because you
I
didn't
feel-
even hear my third one, so now I'm really
Oh,
curious.
sorry.
Because the third one was going to be, if you don't see any weaknesses, make one. Because now I'm very confused. I don't have any clear weaknesses. But what do you think it is?
I think if there's any weakness in the position right now, it's the C6 spawn.
Okay, if there is any weakness in the position right now, it is definitely the C6 spawn. Okay, I would not describe that currently as a weakness though, and I think that's also important to remember.
I was like, I need to start. Like to me, I'm like, if I have any ideas, I need to target this.
Okay,
somehow.
good. Okay.
I don't know how to. But the thing is, like, it's like the pieces right now are so well placed that like I can't at the moment. So.
Are they so well placed?
Your pieces are placed in the way where it's a little harder for me to attack.
Okay, so if we're so worried, okay, so let's maybe not worry about the C6 pawn so much right now then, because it's not, like I mentioned, it's not truly a weakness at this current point, and I would just suggest playing like, going back to step number 1, improve the worst piece in the position.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome.
Something like that.
Yeah, if you're ever in doubt, instead of spending 3 minutes to find a move in the position, just literally go down the checklist of, okay, I got no plan. My head is empty because I got 1 brain cell. I got as many brain cells as, wait, where's my cat? It's up there. I got as many brain cells as my cat. So what can I do in this position that's not going to make it worse at the very least? How do I minimally improve my position? And the answer to that is figuring out what's your worst piece. How do I improve it, right? Because that's at least a little improvement. And then after that, you can think about, okay, so I improved that. Now what? I improved all my pieces. They're on their optimal squares. I got nothing else to do. Well, does your opponent have any weaknesses? If the answer is no, well, how do I go attack them? And don't bite the pieces. And if you're still struggling after asking yourself those questions, then you might be at a high enough elo that it's time to finally start finding a coach. But until you never blunder and you never ever lose a piece and you always take your opponent's free material, it is not time for you to find a coach.
Poison bond. Oh, there's a massive glare on my computer, and I have to come out the blender.
Good spot. Good spot.
Yeah. That is a poison bond.
And this is why Sonicfox has a coach, because he's able to see that this is not a free pawn.
Yeah, I feel like I'm creating some weaknesses on the queen side though. So.
Until you're not able to see that,
plan.
until you're able to see instantly that that is not a free pawn, you do not want to get a coach. You only want to coach once you're able to realize, oh, let's not blunder any more pieces. If you right now thought that this was a free pawn, too early for you, bro. Save your money.
Yeah, you're gonna kick me out.
Yeah, time is also a really big issue for beginners. PogChamps is 10+5 though, so he has a lot of time. If you don't see it, gotta go back to doing puzzles, my good sir. You had a coach and thought that was a free pawn. It's time to fire your coach and go do some puzzles instead. All the time that you spent on learning concepts is sort of wasted if you just throw it away in 1 second because you thought something was a free pawn or a free piece, but it wasn't. It's all thrown away in a second if you had at any point blundered in your game. That's all the positional understanding you've made, all the openings you've made, all that money you spent on buying whatever, courses for openings, whatever. It's all thrown away if you blunder a piece. So.
Oh, it doesn't work yet because you have that intermezzo.
You can get to 2,000 without a coach for sure. And the catchphrase is CCT, checks, captures, threats. Always look for checks, captures, and threats. You can definitely get to 2,000 without a coach on chess.com.
Don't work yet. Just work. That would have been such a sick move, though.
Yeah, 2,000 online. That's just dumb. No, it's CCT, checks, captures, threats. Checks, captures, threats. Just spam puzzles.
We can't. We try
spam
to make it work either.
But not survive. Not 3 minute Do them like sit down and really think through them.
Let's go on this diagonal.
I would say it's about 1600 IRL, like 1700 IRL you can get to basically without a coach. 1700 might be pushing it, but what counts as a threat? For example, if I push c4, I would be threatening to take the bishop.
That dark squared bishop destroyed my tactic.
Yeah. You're missing no big picture mindset of not blundering. The only thing that you need to remember is to look for checks, captures, and threats. Every single game, checks, captures, and threats. Because if you can see all checks in a position, you can guarantee you always checkmate your opponent, and you never get checkmated by your opponent. Because your opponent might sometimes be like, haha, let me threaten checkmate in one. You're like, la-di-da-di-da, let me take this free pawn, and then you get bam, checkmated. So you don't wanna, you wanna be able to always look at your opponent's checks and your own checks. And then secondly, obviously, is captures. Because if you can always identify my opponent as threatening to capture my queen, wow, you're never gonna lose a queen. I know, this is a crazy concept. I should get paid so much more for this, because like, let me tell you, this is literally all you need to get to 1700. This is all you need. Don't worry about all the other stuff. If you can always identify, oh yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff on the whiteboard from when I was doing a snack review stream with my friend. That's a different story. Anyways, my point is, this is all you freaking need, man. Threats of me making a move to threaten a check or a capture. Yeah, but not all checks are threats, because sometimes it's just a check and it does absolutely nothing. But it's so easy. It's so easy to remember. This is actually $7.50 an hour now. Thank you very much. 300 an hour was my rate 2 years ago. This is now $7.50 an hour.
Oh my god, I got Nemo to think. Oh my god.
Pay up, chat. Good awareness that when I'm thinking, it's your turn to think. Or you should be thinking,
Yeah.
You should be thinking around the clock. Yes.
I am. Yeah, yes. I always do. I'm thinking. I'm taking advantage of your time to think of what you could possibly try to play, what my ideas are, what my prospects in the position are for me.
Yeah.
Ignore that? Are you actually allowed to do that?
We're about to find out.
Yay! I'm going for it. I think I have to go for it.
Honestly, I completely missed that you could take it.
Yeah,
Like straight up. Because I was so focused on
oh.
trying to go for the D-pawn. And this is why, chat, you should always go for checks, captures, and threats. What's my opponent threatening? What's that called? Coach, by the way. Exactly.
Okay.
But that's
I think I have
why.
a simple idea.
That's why you go for it. That's why you always think about these. This is a clear situation of like,
This first?
oh, what is my opponent threatening?
Restrictive play.
What is their like purpose in this position? And then you go for it.
2 juicers.
CCT failed because I didn't do it. But if I had done it, I would have seen it, and that would have been the important part. Because you should be able to see these. That's the whole thing. Pog.
This is hello.
I think this is good.
That was just really a minor blunder. I think on your part.
I mean, a free pawn is huge at 1900. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you should be. Basically, got high hopes for you if you have a free pawn. Let's just put it that way. Obviously, you can break it down into understanding like, oh, basic threats versus checkmates versus whatever. But that's why on chess.com, there's a lot of really good ways to break down puzzles. I'll show you guys after the game.
How important is that pawn to me is the question of the day right now.
Down at least one pawn.
Well,
Maybe you're just built diff, bro. Maybe
I
you're
still
just
want to do
built very diff.
this.
I do agree that people can't deal with being attacked. I think by
Uh,
far you have the best chance at chess if you're an aggressive player.
I could take another pawn, but then you take my b2 pawn, and then I lose.
This is much better than when he played with the white pieces. Sorry, when he played with
This
the black pieces.
seems. This seems a bit more solid. Let's do this.
Play positional. What do you mean you're not sure about puzzles? If you're not sure about puzzles, you should be doing puzzles. I believe they're playing a double round robin. They're playing everybody once. Sorry, they're playing everybody twice. With both black and white.
Do this.
Yeah, but tactics help you with your overall game a lot. And how do you train tactics? You do puzzles. So you gotta do puzzles.
Keep everything solid.
If you don't do puzzles, you're in trouble. Yeah, puzzles are the way to go, guys. If you're not doing them, it's hopeless for you.
Okay.
Anybody should learn tactics. I would prioritize doing puzzles over playing games for sure, easily. No, you can't get to 2000 with CCT, no puzzles. Stop trying to take shortcuts, guys. There's no shortcuts in the game of chess. None. I think this works. So here, I got this,
Well,
and then I win my pawn back, which is good. He can obviously take this, but then I go here, and then I get control of the pawns, so it's okay. This is alright. No shortcuts.
now I've caused more issues for myself, I feel.
It's good that he's recognizing that he's caused more issues for himself, but at least he is hanging on to his extra pawn. Well, if you can motivate yourself to do puzzles and you don't care about improving, then that's literally none of my business. If you can't motivate yourself to do puzzles and you do care about improving, that's still none of my business. You can do whatever you would like, you know? Like I've said multiple times, life is very much a build your own adventure. Chess is a build your own adventure. If you don't give a shit and you don't want to do something, I'm not here to force you to do it. Have fun not improving. It's okay too. Absolutely not. I think chess puzzles are very much taken from Blitz and bullet games. I genuinely don't care. Like, you can do whatever you would like. It's totally fine. Like, it has nothing to do with me at all whatsoever. You know, if you want to go on a life improvement journey in 2026, you're welcome to tell me, but I have no strong opinions about it. It is totally up to you. Good luck on your exams. I hope you're working on it, but like once again, if you don't care, I don't care. Why do I care? But yeah, anyways, jokes aside, like no, you can also not do metamorphosis and become a giant cockroach. If you're barely hitting 500, the problem is probably not your game. It's probably like, I mean, it obviously is your game if you're barely, but like in a very nice way. The issue is not you, it's the fact that you have not been playing the game for a really long time. So yeah.
It's one.
Where's
No.
the motivation?
I feel more comfortable playing this, I think.
Blame RNG. Oh. I think you missed this. Tactics! Look at this tactic! Does it not look like
shit.
it? Oh,
I didn't see
shit
that.
is correct. You just got puzzle rushed.
Oh my god, I didn't see that.
That's why you
so
do
stupid.
puzzles, man.
Oh my god, I have such a good position. Oh my god, I trolled.
This is why you gotta do your puzzles.
Oh my god, I did not see that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was doing so well.
You
oh
were
my
doing
goodness.
so well, but that's why we do puzzles.
I didn't. Oh my god! I was looking at my time. Like I was panicking. I felt like I was thinking too long. I was like, I need to do something now. And oh my god! Oh my god! That's why you kept doing that. I was like, why are you like willingly putting yourself here? I didn't see that.
Like people
Oh my
always
god.
think that like I don't know. It's so difficult to explain. I've been playing the game for so freaking long. Like literally as long as you've been playing fighting games for. So for me, tactics are always a two-way street. And I think a lot of people don't think about tactics being a two-way street. It's like, yes, I am pinned, quote unquote, but I'm also setting myself up for
you're setting up
attack,
for
because the
discovered
other way
attack,
of that is a
yeah.
discovered attack, right?
Yeah, I was like, legit. I was like, why do you keep hitting? Like like, oh my god, I didn't see the tactic. I'm so stupid. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, but you're not so stupid because I bet you have not been doing at least 30 puzzles a day.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, okay, so really quick before we go into analyzing this game, because I think this is really educational for chat as well. People are saying you can do unlimited puzzles, diamond membership. Yes, use my code, or use my link rather. It's just a link. You just click on that link.
I'm pretty sure I have perma diamond, I think.
Yeah, Perchus.com probably gave it. Don't worry about it. But if you're watching my screen right now, I'm gonna navigate over to puzzles. A lot of people automatically navigate to puzzle rush, and I'm just letting you know, for you, Sonic, you should be doing this before your matches every single day.
30 puzzles.
So yeah,
Okay.
do the 3-minute puzzles. What do you get in 3-minute puzzles? Have you done this?
I probably only get like 900 like level puzzles right now, I believe.
Oh, I mean, like, if you do, have you ever done this?
Puzzle rush, once and then never again.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you need to be doing puzzle rush before every single game.
I've done puzzles, but I haven't done puzzle rush.
Okay, you need to do puzzle rush before every single like match. This is what every top grandmaster does. This is what every single person, like everybody does. Prog does this before his games. Like you just go on and you go and you practice how fast can you react to a position. That is literally all this is. It's like an aim trainer. You warm up your fingers and thumbs, right, before you go into a match at Evo.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. I do.
This is that, but for chess, and
warm
you
up.
have to do this. You cannot just go into a game blind, and this is way more effective than playing games before your actual match. Yes, this is like
that makes so much sense.
this
Actually,
is the number one advice I have. Actually, forget everything else I taught today. Just do this before your games, because then you're much less likely to blunder that queen later. So, you should do that. And
despite me blundering this one tactic, I'm actually pretty happy with how I was playing this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Playing really well. I'm really happy with how you play too, but I'm trying to optimize you for PogChamps.
Yeah.
Off of 2 coaching sessions. So
Well, it's actually been so instructional. Yeah, it's actually been so instructional.
Okay,
and like I said, I did see the tactic before where you can take the pawn. Like I did see that. I was like, you take your pawn. If you take this pawn, I take this pawn over here.
Yeah,
right?
that's good.
And but like I think in reality I shouldn't let you play that tactic. Like I should just double up because I feel
Okay.
like that's probably my biggest asset.
No, don't think about it this way. You need to think about it this way, that you did not even realize that I have that option. That is your
Mm.
issue. Because if you should have seen that I have that opportunity, right? You should be always thinking about checks, captures, and threats every single game for both
No,
yourself.
I did. I
Yeah.
did see this, but I thought I was just like but that's why I played Queen D3 in that position. I was like,
Right.
if you take that out, I'm gonna take your other pawn, and then try to like infiltrate.
Okay, we'll go back to the
Um,
game in 1 second. Thank you, Cabby.
yeah.
But I did want to. I want you
Mhm.
to work on puzzles, like at least maybe
Mm.
10 a day.
I can do
And
that.
yeah, you should just go and start solving puzzles based on your rating.
Mm.
And one of the greatest things you can do about chess.com too is like figuring out what issues you have. So for
Mm.
example, if you want to work on specific issues, for example, this one was like a discovered attack, right? Let's say you missed this in the
Yeah.
game. You can select discovered attack. You also had some back rank issues. You were like, and end game tactics maybe, and then you can just press start, and then you can start working through these. And then obviously you should
Mm.
set a rating for yourself. So like, let's say you're solving puzzles at a 1400
Mm.
and the upward should always be like capped out, so you get some really hard ones. And if you ever have issues with this, like if you ever have issues on a specific puzzle, what you need to do is
Mm.
not just start making moves. You need to sit there, force yourself to not click through the puzzle, and really
Yeah, I don't do that.
think. You gotta think.
Mhm. I even normal puzzles. I don't. I really sit down and think about
Okay,
like the
good.
position and like what it wants me to do. I don't like. I get really mad when I mess up on a puzzle,
Yeah.
and then I sometimes because I do them on my phone. Sometimes I misclick, and then it skips the puzzle instead of letting me figure out what I was supposed to
Yeah,
do.
it's really annoying.
That's so
It's really
annoying.
annoying. I agree with you. Okay, so what I would do over the course of the next week, before your
Mhm.
games, obviously, just send me any puzzle that you are currently having issue with,
Mm,
and I will give you a hint. Like, just
mm,
DM it,
mm.
just screenshot DM it to me, and I'll give you a hint instead of you skipping through. Because I do think that puzzles are one of those things that it's so effective to do with somebody else.
Yeah,
Who knows
I
the
don't skip
answer.
any puzzle. But
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I don't skip any puzzle. I try to do all of them,
Okay,
even
good.
if I get them wrong.
Okay, so
Um,
that's puzzles. That's puzzle rush. Do puzzle rush. Do at least like, I would suggest doing at least 3 sets. Set a little goal for yourself.
mm,
So, for example, I don't start playing bullet unless I hit at least 35 in 3 minutes. So for you, it can
Bullet
be
is a evil ass.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no, no,
gonna
no,
lie.
no, no. For me to play bullet, like before I play any bullet on chess.com, I have to hit 35 in puzzle rush.
No,
For this 3
no. I
minute
know.
run. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know you're talking about yourself. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah,
how people play bullet.
bullet's
I
great.
thought before.
I love bullet.
I'm not playing chess right now.
Bullet is so much more fun when you're better, though. So I hear you. Maybe you'll get
Yeah.
you'll win PogChamps and then you can play some bullet. But you always want to set a goal in your head and don't compromise on that. Before
Mm,
you hit that goal on Puzzle Rush, you're not allowed to play a game of chess. And the way that I
mm.
would do this is obviously do your best Puzzle Rush, see how much you score. I'm gonna think you're gonna score like maybe around 20.
Yeah, 20.
You should try to push that to 25 at your rating
Mhm.
level, because it does seem like you have really good understanding of tactics, but maybe you're just not like, doing Puzzle Rush. I would suggest you get it to 25 and then not playing a game of chess unless you hit 25. Like, obviously, don't wear yourself out. Like, if a day is going really poorly and for whatever reason you're getting like 24, that's fine. But like,
Mm.
try to hit a certain number of puzzles you can do within.
It's like a workout.
Yeah, it's a workout, right? And then your brain's warmed up, and then you can go and play. But before then, you should not be allowed to play. There should be like a literal like breathometer on your chess.com account.
It's like a little watch. It's like Duolingo. It's like, have you done your?
Yes, exactly. But even more so than that, it's just like before you even jump into a game, this is so insanely important. So many people don't do this, but you have to do it. Okay, especially in match games.
I've been told to do puzzles. I didn't. This is the first time I've ever been told to do Puzzle Rush.
You should do
Like-
Puzzle Rush is specifically pre-game. Like, not this is like, you don't need to do this on a daily basis because it doesn't help that much on a daily basis, but it's so insanely helpful when you're trying to get into like the flow of playing a game of chess, right? Because like, so see, I just hit 31. I want to hit 35. I'm not gonna play a game of chess. I'm gonna go back and do that until I'm ready. Yeah, it's like hitting your combo in training mode before you're able to play.
Yeah. It's like hit this. before I go online. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Okay,
awesome.
I like that.
Cool.
I like that's a good analogy actually.
Yeah,
Like
so
that.
that's number one. That's gonna help your play so much more than anything else that we're gonna teach you today. Okay, so let's go over this game really quick. I do think that you had the opportunity to win, as usual.
Yeah, I did. I think in this game was probably my where I truly felt like
Do you
I took
always
advantage
play
of your
this?
blender. Yeah, I don't mind. Like I actually don't. I don't mind. I genuinely I don't mind.
Okay.
Because I know the position's equal. That's why. This is the only thing I have learned that where I'm like I'm aware that the position.
It's not like great, but if you've been playing it, I'm not gonna change it right now. So I think your issue here is that you made a bunch of moves without much purpose, which I know during.
I didn't have a plan.
You had no plan. Yes, you had no.
I was like, I don't really know what. I was like, it was for me in this position. I was just like, I don't really have a. I genuinely felt I don't have a clear path forward, so I'm gonna wait, just do some waiting moves until more weaknesses become more established in the position. That was literally my idea. I'm just gonna like slowly improve this, slowly, tickle you here, come back once you address my threat. I'm like just slowly create time. Like I've been told like just tickling the opponent to make slight weaknesses so you can exploit later. It's a good tactic.
Go about it. But do you ever think about what your opponent wants to do?
Yes, of course, all the time. But I thought currently in the position, I was just like, there isn't a lot that you and I can do at the current moment. So I'm just gonna poke at you for now.
I disagree with that statement, but here we'll go over why. So here for everybody wondering, this is not a free pawn because I have rook to a8, and this bishop gets pinned, and that's why you guys are not 1900.
Yeah, I can't take that pawn.
But it's okay. So here, I think you did not think about what I wanted to do because I pushed c5, and I'm very happy to push c5. I don't know. You seem to have a little not maybe misunderstanding, but you're not understanding. Like you play d4 openings as both white and black, yeah? Like we played the last couple games. You don't have a propensity to push c5 or look for c5 pawn pushes. And this is something
like
that
pawn
you
breaks.
need to be pawn breaks are so important. Because it gives me so much space. It's letting my light squared bishop see the day. And I'm also opening up a diagonal for my dark squared bishop. And I'm getting more space. I'm getting more center. These are all good things for black. So knowing that, I'm going to turn eval off. What would you have played in this position?
Knowing that? I probably would play. Legit, the other move I was thinking of was playing. For what it's worth, I did think about this move many times, but I thought it was premature. I was thinking about playing b4.
Yeah,
pawn
b4. There you go. Okay, b4 is
good. Legit, I thought about playing pawn b4, but I was like, I feel it's so premature because I felt like my knight long term could become weak or something. But maybe that's not a good way to think about it.
Wait, which knight is becoming weaker?
Like the I mean, it's protected by the C knight. Yeah, I thought I wasn't very good.
Interesting.
That's why I didn't do it. I was like, I do need to do this move at some point, just not yet. Right? I want to see what you do. But for what it's worth, when you did the pawn break, like for me, I was okay with that. I was like, I'm down to trade like open up my rook 2, open up my rook file, trade pieces off, try to continue to keep clamp for the center, because I am, for what it's worth, causing a little bit of a tiny bit of problems in the position, like the tiniest bit.
What if I played c4 here?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, like
I think now both of our bishops aren't seeing the light of day.
You have had this issue with both the white and the black pieces now. You're not acknowledging that your opponent can put pressure on your center, and that your opponent is developing in the center, controlling more space. And you gotta you gotta acknowledge that a little bit more. And you also have to acknowledge that this is an idea that you can put in your own
in my own inventory.
Yeah. You can use this idea too.
I will admittedly say knowing when to pawn break and pawn push is not my forte. And I have done a little bit of research on it, but I'm still not very good at it actually.
Happens.
I will admit.
I think pawn structures are one of the hardest things to learn, and that's what really
the pawn
sets the
structures.
difference between a 2000 versus a 2300, honestly.
Yeah, because the people at your level just look at a pawn structure and they're like, oh, this is a stone wall, this is a Grunfeld structure, it's things like that, like pawn structures like that. I'm like, I don't know how you guys do that, and I want to be able to do that one day.
Yeah, it's really tough. But I would say you gotta start acknowledging that those are gonna be more issues. So here I obviously just made a really big mistake, but like once again, if I just played c4, you did this whole bishop maneuver for what? For me to block your bishop in.
Well, I was just gonna proceed. For me, I thought this is the move I thought you were gonna play, but then I was just like, okay, like, and now I'm gonna put my bishop back onto B1, and then it's gonna sit there for the rest of the game. And maybe long term it could become an asset or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the eval bar disagrees, but like, I was just like, this could become an asset long term. Like,
I'm just acknowledging a conversation in the chat, but is c4 so crushing? Your bishops won't like that, especially light square bishop. It's not about if it's crushing, because no move in this position is crushing. We're playing the freaking Queen's Gambit decline, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if there's a move that's crushing this position, like last game when Sonic thought his position was so good for 10 moves and then found out he was actually dead lost. Like, that's the issue. The issue in this opening is that you don't recognize that you are in a significantly inferior position until you're already there and you have no moves, and that's what we're trying to like cut. We're like in that position. Sure, he blundered the fork, but that's not even the worst thing. My knight was so strong. It's like, do I even want to take this rook? My knight's worth more than his rook, in that previous game. So it's just all about the position. And this is what I would describe as a semi-open position. I don't think this is fully closed. But what's more important here is that, yes, I have closed in my bishop. But if you push something like e4, this is like one of White's main ideas, by the way. This is something that I guess I missed. Is that you want to push e4. Which is why I was really excited when you played rook fe1. But you showed no interest in pushing e4, which I was very disappointed about. Like, you don't pawn break ever, bro.
Well, I just thought like the pawn break doesn't do much for me in that position.
But it does so much for you. It does so much for you. You get a knight onto e4. My dark squared bishop is like really awkward. Where the hell does my queen go? And you're threatening knight d6.
No, I get no. The thing is, I guess that like. I worry that like I'm gonna activate your bishop now all of a sudden. I worry that I'm gonna like. But like, I really like the idea that your bishop wasn't in the game, and even though my bishop wasn't the greatest, I thought mine was way better than yours. And I was like,
whose bishop? Your light square bishop is better than my dark square bishop?
No, your light square bishop. Because
but my light square bishop was great. But my light square bishop is chilling because I know you, specifically Sonicfox, are not going to stop me from playing c5 to open my bishop.
No. I thought your light square bishop was miserable because it's not seeing anything. Not yet, at least.
Why do you think I put it on b7?
I was honestly confused, to be honest. I was like, why did you...
But that's literally my whole point. Why do you think my bishop's on b7? Do you think that I'm doing this on purpose to make it bad and passive forever? After I gave you the whole speech about how if you have no plan, it's to find weaknesses in your opponent's position or improve your worst piece. You think after that whole speech, I'm putting it in the worst possible position?
No, definitely not, but it's like, I'm not good enough to recognize like why you did that either. Like that's the issue.
Okay, I see.
I don't really know why you did that.
I think we have some core like positional misunderstandings about the Queen's Gambit, which happens because this is not an opening for your playstyle whatsoever. So
I love it though. I actually really like it.
You really like it? Okay. So we gotta look for these e4 pawn breaks more. This is a really good position for you, and.
But this is nice because no, like I've been playing Queen's Gambit just based on like like theory and stuff like that, but nobody's ever actually explained to me like why you want to do this.
Okay.
Right? This is nice.
Wait.
Nobody's ever explained this to
me. No one's ever explained to you. This is why I always tell people like let's not worry about learning openings too much because like you're gonna play a random sequence of 7 moves and then you're never gonna know why you play those moves anyway.
Exactly. Like that's to be honest, that's only why I know the Queen's Gambit in French, and even then I just play it just because like I can get you like a relatively solid middle game pretty quickly, and that's all I care about, right? But I don't exactly know why I'm playing it.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know why I'm playing most openings, to be honest. So
Okay, so one of the really clear ideas with the black pieces, as we have garnered from this lesson, is that you want to push b6 and push c5. You want to push c5, or you want to push some variation of that combo of moves. That's it. That's black's entire plan. White's plan is to push e4 at some point. And the reason that white really wants to push e4 is because, like I mentioned, so not every position, right? Obviously not if you're gonna lose the knight. Obviously not if you're not ready for it, if you're not castled. A lot of reasons why you don't want to push e4. But if you have everything ready, you got your rook on e1, you move your rook to e1, I got so excited. I thought you were gonna push e4 because now you have the perfect setup. If I take, you just take back. There's nothing here that to be worried about. You're threatening knight to d5. You've got your knight on basically an outpost because I'm never pushing f5 to kick your knight out. That'd be crazy. I'd be weakening my king side way too much. My best move in this position is either bishop e7, which is so insanely passive. We literally had this conversation about your game, the previous game, where it's super passive. And now you play bishop c4. And now look at my king side. It's so, like, awkward. If I play anything like knight to f6, now you have ideas with, like, knight e to g5. And then you can take. And then this is, like, a crushing attack, right? And, like, sure, it's a lot easier to see all these ideas when you're sitting in front of the engine and you're not playing on an actual board. But the first key to getting into these positions, the first step to getting in these positions is identifying that pawn breaks can be really good here for you when you're set up for it. And this is a position where you're fully developed. You've got your queen out on the this light square diagonal, which is really important. You've got your bishop able to jump out anytime. You've got your knights facing the king side. You got your rook on an open file. You got your other rook on a half open file, and you have the only pawn in the center. Only pawn in the center, yeah?
I guess I was just too focused on like permanently keeping your bishop your light square bishop to not do anything. Like keeping your pawn like on d5. Like I thought leaving your pawn there on d5 was a detriment to you, and I didn't want to like pawn break and then give your bishop a crazy diagonal long term.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking the entire time. At least that's how I was like I was willing to like not pawn. I was willing to not pawn break.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand. The problem with always playing in the mindset of not letting your opponent do something is that you also are not that good at not letting your opponent do something. Because I gotta push c5. I gotta activate my bishop, and I was really happy here. So that's just things to keep in mind. Like, obviously, I didn't play this the best way, and you got this free pawn, and this was all really good and stuff. But you also didn't make the best moves over here. So you played f3. What could you have played?
I could take h6 here. I thought.
No, that's terrible. Don't take h6.
Is it actually? Is it actually?
Well, I mean, it's not that bad, but like I think you have something way better. Like, no one cares about this pawn. Don't worry about this pawn. You have two. Okay. I think this is another issue. You're not identifying where you have the advantage. Where do you have an advantage in this position?
Definitely in the middle of the board, right?
Correct.
My 2 pawns?
Okay, so they're not just 2 pawns. What are they?
The pass pawns.
It's a connected pass pawn.
Yeah, you can connect the pass pawns.
What do we do with pass pawns?
We push them.
Are we pushing a pawn with taking on h6?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We don't care about this pawn. We're getting sidetracked. So what do we do here?
Well, your queen is clearly blocking me from doing that at the moment, so I should try to get your queens off the board, right?
Okay.
So maybe queen c.
But why
C3?
are we going about it so daintily? Why not, like... You tell me you're aggressive. I'm not feeling the aggression here.
You're not feeling the aggression?
No, I'm not feeling the aggression.
I don't know. I just
You push one pawn. Okay, what's wrong with pushing it a little more?
Because I thought you can just it's not well defended yet. Like I thought you could just take if I push d6 again. You can just take. No.
No, not pushing d6.
But your queen is blocking.
Okay. How do we kick out the queen with a pawn?
Oh, I mean, I see. We can. I didn't realize my queen. I can just play f4, right?
Yes, f4 is a great move because now I'm passive, and now you play rook c d1, and now you're threatening e5. And can you imagine if the pawn gets to d6? Like how uncomfortable this position is for me. You've taken up all the space. You are like
f6 is what I miss.
Rushing this position. f4 is a very aggressive. Well, it's not even that aggressive. I thought you would find it but then you pushed f3, and I was like, what?
So you have to find. Well, you don't have to find F4. Obviously, you're winning, but like when it comes
But this
to
is clearly the best move.
this is
I
clearly
see.
the best move. You're running a little lower on time,
Mm.
and when you're running a little low on time, you want to make intuitive moves. And I hope that aggression comes more intuitively because it is a really good way to play the game. People have a lot of difficulty defending.
I think for me, I was going for safety. Right, I was like, I'm gonna cover my bases with this. I'm gonna cover. I'm
But
gonna
like,
cover.
what? Okay, why safety? Let's take a look at this
Because
position.
I find myself blundering a lot of pawns long term, just me as a player, and when I get to a position like this where it's like I throw my advantage like really quickly. I did it earlier, right? Like I'm throwing my advantage right now.
And that's why we need to do puzzles, right? That's why we need to do puzzles so you can go through checks, captures, and threats and make sure you don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think you also just have to go for it.
It's like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, actually, why didn't I play F4? Like, why did I play F3 instead?
Yeah, F4
like
is so
exactly,
aggressive.
yeah. I guess I didn't realize, like, I could just like get out, like.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do here? It's like, yeah, like, what do you do? Like,
yeah,
it's like you have
I
nothing
don't want to
here.
trade off queens. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I'm
if you
so
trade off queens,
lost.
I'm like, yeah, if you trade off queens,
I
I'm
have
like,
to
yeah,
move
GG's.
backwards.
Like,
Moving backwards is so passive. Then you get e5, and I can't even double my rooks because it doesn't matter. You just play d6. And then if it gets to this position, now you can worry about how to trade off the queen. There's so many ways. You can go queen g3, queen g4. This is just like, now you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want, basically. Because I can't do anything. I can't move my queen anywhere.
When I played F3, I was like, first I'm gonna protect the structure in the middle, and then I'm gonna go and try to like trade off your queens and start like attacking other stuff.
And then here you just let me take on d5.
Yeah. I thought I was like, okay, if you take this, I take your other pawn, I infiltrate from the back.
But
right?
Okay,
but that's not a good idea. It's clearly not a good idea.
Why is it not a good idea?
Because I give away my biggest strength in that position.
Exactly. These pawns are not equal. This guy over here is like worth 2 points. This guy over here is worth like 0.5. We don't care about this pawn. I feel like this whole game, it was just like, I think this is the issue once again. Like, you didn't have a solid plan. Once you got this advantage, which is like your opponent which is you having this pass pawn, this connected pass pawn, you should have instantly identified my advantage. Okay. How do I push this advantage so I can win the game? Because the purpose of every chess game is to win, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then you're like, okay, I've got a whole extra pawn, and I have it as a pass pawn. So a win condition would be to promote it into another queen. So let's try pushing it. Let's try promoting it. And you did not go for that at all. And you like got sidetracked by this useless pawn on a6. And I was so happy to get this position. It's like it's not. Look at it. It's almost equal because I also
it's almost equal.
I also have the. You also gave me the open file. You also gave me an open file, and then you just blundered. And
I blundered.
I think at this point, like, I'm actually pretty happy without my position. I don't even mind. I don't really mind being down pawns or anything like that, personally. Just because I love playing aggressive chess. Like, if I have any chance of just being able to make an interesting position, I would much rather go for that than having a material advantage. But here, you just have to, like, reevaluate your position and realize, like, okay, this is now currently not great. It's fine. I'm still equal,
It's me. I should have played aggressive in a situation where I didn't play aggressive.
You should have played aggressive way earlier. Now's the wrong time to be aggressive, though. Now, like
I'm trying to be aggressive now.
Now's the wrong time. You got to be aggressive when you have the advantage. You should also be aggressive when you don't have the advantage, but this is not the case. Yeah. So I think you just doing puzzles. This one is just a pure blunder, obviously.
Yeah.
This.
I should probably play like King G.
No, I think you should play Rookie 1. I think you should play Rookie 1. I think you should give up on this idea. Because, like, I'm probably going to play F6. You still can't. Well, I mean, I guess you can now. Because
now I can, yeah.
But,
I can move.
Okay, I mean, sure, you can play G4, but this is just going to go towards a draw anyways. So I don't really know how much any of this really matters.
Which, like, even then, like, I realized at this point that like I definitely threw my advantage when I let that pawn go. Now, just like I don't think I'm really playing for a win, but I can probably try to cause some problems, but it's probably gonna be drawish. You know, I'm like, because even me being up with this one pawn, like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So
I was like, my advantage in the center was thrown away.
Yep,
So
absolutely. And like, I think you've learned. Well, you can tell me what you've learned.
I need to learn how to know when to call the pawn breaks and understand like why I'm playing an opening.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably be doing more puzzle rushes. That's not one of the biggest things I learned. I'm like, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize it's like
Mm-hmm.
this is learning of like doing puzzle rushes and stuff like that. I need to play a better opening as black, just full stop.
Yeah, that's not an issue we can fix today. So good luck on that.
yeah. I'm like, I can't really. I just need to play solid position. I could try to learn the modern. Like, the modern's pretty easy, but
Yeah, but that's way more. That's worse. That's actually worse than the French, in my opinion, for you. So
Really?
let's not do that. No. The
You don't
modern.
want to?
No, dude, the modern requires you to be passive at the start and then counterattack on the queen side later, and that just doesn't seem to be your style right now.
Okay.
Which is okay.
I
But
will say, if
yeah.
I don't have I never expressed that. Even though I like aggression, like I love being aggressive. What I like even more than aggression is control. I like controlling my opponent. And
Okay, well, this game
anything.
was lacking
Like,
control too,
of
so
course, of course,
we
of
gotta
course,
work
of
on
course.
that, bro.
No, I had it, and then I lost it. I felt.
I don't even
with
know
the
if you had
blow.
control. You know what a move for control would have been? B4.
Mm,
This would have been a
mm.
control. Queen to
I guess.
C2 is not control.
Yeah, like I said, I did think about this idea of playing you know, b5, but I thought maybe I should move first and then do it, but then you like played it
Yeah,
immediately.
too slow.
Yeah,
You gotta like
too slow.
recognize
Yeah.
when the opportunistic moments are for both yourself and for your opponent. But I think overall, like, you obviously
Yeah,
play
tempo. Yeah, it was
chess
an
really
issue
well.
with tempo.
Like, you can find these type of moves. It's just about you sort of like now have an advantage and you don't think about how to execute it. But you got to realize it's a PvP game, right? If you just sit around
Yeah.
doing nothing, your opponent's gonna come back because they're gonna try to like they're not just gonna fall over.
Yeah. Exactly. It's part of me just being a weaker player and not recognizing exactly what plan you were going for or like why you put a piece there. Like, for example, the bishop idea. Like in my mind, I'm just sitting here. I'm like at my elo, I'm like, oh, your bishop is useless. It's not doing anything for you. And like instead of you're telling me I should pawn break, but at my elo, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, why would I pawn break when I can keep your bishop useless for the rest of the game? Like that's exactly what I'm thinking in my mind.
No one
like,
cares about my bishop. I don't care that much about my bishop. I'm trying to do other things, right now. So I think like you just identifying where the key moments are in D4 openings is really important. But that comes with practice, and you have a few days. So
the event begins on Tuesday.
Yeah, you got this. I think hopefully this helps you a lot. Hopefully you'll do some puzzles.
Oh yeah, that's really instructional actually. yeah, and I'm going to be doing some more studying with my VR group later today too.
Sounds good. Tell them. Yeah, I mean, I assume you guys are playing D4 openings together, so I would just play more D4.
Yeah. And play more D4, play more. Just I'm probably just gonna lock in on French defense. It's all I know, so I might as well.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, play around that stuff. But yeah, I really appreciate it, Nemo. This is probably by far the most instructional session yet.
Like, I'm glad
I was like, this is. I know exactly like what I am picking up on what you were putting down. So
sounds good. Thank you so much for joining, and good luck on PogChamps. And then just text me any questions you have, and I would recommend taking a look at that file whenever you have the chance.
Of course, anytime.
All right, take care, Sonic. Bye. Thanks for hanging.
Bye.
Sonic is great. Sonic is going to hopefully do well in his group. Hopefully. But Sonic is awesome. 8-time Evo champion for fighting games. And yeah, should be a good time. But kitty cat is up there. I think it's also super educational for everybody else too. Because yeah, like I've kind of said, you guys who are struggling in the 1900s, these are the things that you gotta work on. Not just for Sonic, but also for you. I've had really good students. I've had Sardosh win, I think it was PogChamps 3 or something. Obviously, I coached Hafu for a little bit, but everybody also coached Hafu for a little bit. Who else have I coached? I've coached TF Blade a long time ago. Oh my gosh, I don't think he did. I think he made it to the finals that year, but did not win, unfortunately. It was okay. Shoot, I'm missing somebody. I'm definitely missing somebody. Sardosh is really, really good. Higher rated than Andrea, because Andrea and I looked at his profile. I don't remember exactly. Oh, I coach very occasionally. I coach for special events, and I coach if people pay me enough money. And I coach if you guys win a coaching session through a lucky draw. I can't. Do I have any other ways? No, I don't think so. I think those are the 3 ways you can get coaching. Oh, Michelle Carre. I did coach Michelle Carre a little bit. But, yeah. Enough money. It's currently $7.50 an hour. If you would like coaching. But that's, once again, not because it's much more big. It's just my, like, hourly rate for some other stuff too. Like, I did a panel the other day, I think for, well, I was required to be there for about an hour. The panel itself was an hour. That would be insane. But yeah, anyways, that's just like a rate. So, if you are looking for coaches, once again, I would recommend you to not actually look for a coach, but rather take a screenshot of this over here. And you got it. $7.50 USD. But yeah, once again, I would not recommend anybody necessarily hiring me as a coach. I don't not think I am good value. It is the rate, because that is my hour rate for certain things, activities like this. And instead, I rather think that you should spend basically $0 and instead get a chess.com membership and work on puzzles. So, yeah. Yeah, I do... My main profession, I guess, is streaming, content creation, modeling, that kind of stuff. If you also just want to watch YouTube, that's totally cool. I used to have students, like, back in 2022, and I haven't had any since. Like, sorry, that's not true. I've obviously had people actually hire me for coaching sessions and people like Sonicfox. So that's not true. But the last time I did, like, coaching actually as part of, like, I was doing it on purpose for income was 2021, probably. 2021. Other than that, I just do, like, yeah, if somebody is willing to pay that amount, like, okay. I tell them, obviously, like, hey, you know... what are you looking for here? And it's cool, and I appreciate it a lot, but otherwise, it's very much specifically for collaborations or for content, or... in this specific case, Sonic is also a really good friend of mine. But we're going to do another coaching session tomorrow with Will Benson, who I have no idea how their chess is. So we'll see. We're going to see. But it's a good time. Oh, speaking of, I'll actually take a look at their profile today. Here, you guys can see how I do prep for coaching. This is a little BTS on the prep for coaching. They just asked if I'd be interested, and I said yes, and then I told them that I'll coach Sonic. Because I knew Sonic would be down. Will Benson is an baseball player. It's baseball. He's a baseball player. Okay, so he has been practicing, and he is 1600. Ooh, he's gonna have a little harder time. There are some people who are really good. He's also lost a lot of rating, but that's okay. No problem. Yeah, for sure, Connor. I used to do it as a side hustle when I was in university, because I had to pay for university tuition. Okay, also another D4 player. Plays the London. Ooh. Yes, he is going to be also in PogChamps. What does he play as black? I just want to see. Oh, he plays... Oh, he plays like a King's... I'm going to assume this is a King's Indian that he plays, but I'm not sure. What the heck? Okay, this is some type of Caro. Yeah, okay, he plays the King's Indian. King's Indian at 1900's kind of rough. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. I've got no strong thoughts right now. We'll figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. That's gonna be tough. That's actually gonna be kind of tough. I'm not exactly sure. That's very difficult to teach in an hour. But maybe we'll do some more general heuristic things. Sadly, no TFT today. Today is gonna be chess and then poker. It shall be chess and poker. It depends on the usage. Puzzle Rush is very much for like warming up before games, and puzzles is for practicing your critical thinking. Like, I'm not critically thinking right now. I'm just warming up my brain so I can go play Bullet. That's it. That's all this is. Like, I do not think this is effective. I do not think this is helpful. The only reason I'm doing this is because if I don't do it, I'm not going to see any tactics when I go play Bullet. You should be doing puzzles, basically, most of the time, unless you're warming up before a game. That's the purpose of Puzzle Rush. Otherwise, go stick to puzzles. Puzzles are better. Whee! I think it is this, yeah. Puzzle survival is good for stream. And that's it. I can't really think of a good use for puzzle survival puzzles. It's good to show off on stream how far you can get. It's okay, I already hit 35. I can go play. 35 is my own benchmark for playing Bullet. I don't. I only play Bullet chess. I haven't touched puzzles in years. If my chess game or my puzzles last longer than a minute, I don't think I could handle it. Why not 70? I think Hikaru gets like 50. So 70 would make you the best puzzle like player in the world. That would be insane. Yeah. I do not think I can. It's okay, I know you're trolling, Spindletron. The record's 60? I don't think I knew that. Who got 60? And are you sure that's for 3-minute and not 5-minute? No, that sounds way too low to be 5-minute puzzles. Honestly. We're gonna win! Look at this. Alright, they just resigned. You can't even look at it. Well, that's pretty crazy, actually. 61 in 3 minutes. Like 45 or something. I don't know why I thought he would play the Scandinavian. That was silly. Oh, Ray Robson. What the? For me? 45? It's more than that, right? My record is 45. What I usually get is 35. My average is 35, which is my benchmark. Like I've set for myself. It's not a really serious benchmark. I cheat sometimes. I don't want to do puzzles. And I just play. Oh, for 60? Yeah, for 60, I think it's pretty crazy. I think Sonic should do whatever they want. I have no strong opinions. There definitely is some RNG. If you were really trying to GTO it, there's times when it's probably optimal to actually just reset if you're trying to go for a world record or something, but obviously, like, the whole point of doing puzzles and stuff like that should be to actually warm you up for your game of chess and not to be doing it optimally, so... I have a lovely little fork here that apparently they saw. No! Sad. 32 is really good. I mean, depends on your rating, obviously. But if you can get to the 30s, that should be, like, more than enough to be, whatever you're looking for. You found it. Yeah, but that's why I think Puzzle Rush is only good for warming up and not for actually studying or anything like that. No, not this stupid tactic. I always forget about it. Literally always. Ugh. Every single time. Yeah, true. Should also be dancing for warm-up. Good point. This was probably better. Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. It's alright. That seems like a mistake, sir. Just a resignation. I'll take it. He threw. I threw first, and then he threw. I think I was winning. We will not be doing checkmate challenge today. No checkmate challenge. Yeah, now he's super messed up. Hell no. Analyzing games? What am I, trying to improve? Who do you think I am? We're not making 2,500 today. I have 20-something more minutes, 27 more minutes. Imagine trying to improve. Couldn't be us. Nope, never considered. It would be like, if playing heads up poker against me for 50 bucks free roll is 500,000 points, that would be like 12 million points or something. I mean, we can add it. It just seems unrealistic, I would say. My day's been pretty chill. Gotta hang out with Sonic. It'll be, yeah, 7.5 million. Or something like that. So. I mean, you could always do it. But. I know, instead we're gonna have hand hearts. Hand hearts are fun. Yay! No, the best usage of that would be for real to use it for a completely troll purpose, like having me teach them the London or something. That would be funny. Yeah, exactly. No, the best usage of that would be for sure to just have it as a troll lesson. I still remember the one time I set up a lesson with Saikuno, and Saikuno just spent the full hour, like, setting up for an, D's nuts joke. And that was it. That was the entire time. I have so much respect for Saikuno. It was crazy. No, that had to be one of the funniest coaching sessions I've ever done. Bro spent over an hour setting up for an E10 joke. That was it. That was the whole hour. It was more than an hour. It's like 1.5 hours. Plus, obviously, you had to communicate and, like, actually set up the lesson. And yeah, we got an E10 joke out of that. It was really fun. It was really good. I will always remember that because it was the most troll lesson I've ever done. And I thought it was hilarious. That was so much dedication. What the hell? I literally misclicked. But yeah, I thought that was really, 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 really funny. I was like, bro, that's insane. He spent so much time learning a game. Like, learning this game to set up an E10 joke. Oh my gosh, crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Ooh, a fellow Finn. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. This is not good. It's just funny. I love it when people do stuff like that, though. Like, I love it when people don't take it that seriously. It's really healthy. It's really, really healthy. I still don't get the joke, but... Whatever floats your boat. I have no strong opinions. An anti-joke? Yeah, I still don't get it. You guys can explain this to me as many times as you want, but I don't think I can get it. The younger generation these days. you know? Yeah, I don't play Bullet Brawl. I am on a hiatus from... I don't even know what. Not even really taking a hiatus from anything. I watch a ton of anime. I've recently been watching Dragon Slayer as my main anime. But I'm also a really big fan of... I finished Berserk again recently. And that's been good. Every time I try to watch Berserk, or try to read Berserk, sorry, I don't really watch it. It's like a full year of reading. It's not literally a full year of reading. I think I did it this time in like a month or two. But I don't like Dr. Stone. I've checked it out. Did not enjoy. Not a huge fan. Not enough carnage. The key thing that I need in my manga or anime is carnage. I need people to die. That's what's interesting. Thanks for the free queen. I don't even like gore. I just don't care about most things. No, I'm actually not a huge Gaunt's fan either. I just have a really hard time caring about things in life. So, for me to actually be interested... Oh no, I lost my queen. For me to be actually interested in like an anime or something usually requires me to like have a... Like it needs to have really, 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 really good art. I hate plot armor. Hate plot armor. One Piece is way too slow. But apparently they have this like shortened version called One Piece that I'm kind of interested in now. Like where it's just the stuff that matters. One Piece otherwise is just way too slow. Like I do not care about what you had for lunch, bro. Like I don't need to know. Thank you. Yeah. If I could like, I am definitely the type of person that while watching a movie or show and they lose interest in it halfway through, goes on to Wikipedia and just like reads about the entire movie or show before it's over. I got tired of Vagabond after season 1. Oh, sorry, Vinland Saga, not Vagabond, Vinland Saga. But I'm definitely that type of person. It took me... Like, right now, even when I watch TV series like Breaking Bad, I've been on the same episode for... I think 3 sittings now. Like, I watch it while I eat, if I'm like cleaning up the kitchen a little bit. Like, it's taken me about 3 sittings to watch a 40-minute show. And that's sort of where I am at with my shows. And it's okay. I think it's totally fine. I don't have a problem with it. But yeah, I definitely can't sit and watch like a whole movie or anything like that anymore. I watch things on fast forward, but I do appreciate the artistry of something like Breaking Bad. It's my first watch of Breaking Bad. I do think it's really good though. Like, yeah. It's a really good show. I do want to watch it. I also really like Better Call Saul. I think that's been really funny. I just have serious attention issues, I guess. Or like, I just think things aren't as good as they used to be. Maybe that's more accurate. I don't enjoy Pluribus. I don't think any of the characters' actions make any sense. Apart from the main actress. Grinding chess is so much harder than grinding poker. Are you kidding me? You can put 5 hours into chess and you don't even get a monetary reward at the end of the day. I would rather lose money in poker than to play classical chess. At least I have a chance of making something and winning money if I grind poker. In chess, it's just a loss of time, mental energy, and money. Because not only do you have to go there and sit there, you also have to pay for your entry fee, which is crazy. I know! And in the US, you have to bring your own chessboard and chess pieces and clock. And at that point, it's like, why do I even show up? Wild stuff. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Like, I am paying money to bring my own chess set, which I have to buy, and I also have to pay for my own clock, which I have to buy, and I have to bring... No, you don't have to bring your own table, thankfully. But you have to bring yourself, you have to spend 5 hours playing this game, and you have to pay money to do this? Like, it just does not sound fun. I don't know. It just has never sounded fun to me, and I'm finally at an age where I can make my own decisions, and I have made the choice to not go do that. Yeah, imagine having to bring your own chips for poker. Wild stuff. Imagine having to bring your own dealer. I don't know, man. It's pay to... Yeah, pay to lose. Not even pay to play. It's just... And then you have to play all the kids. Who are way too try hard. Because they have way too much time on their life. No good things come out of it. Little checkmate over here. Nice, Ivani. That was my PC. Yeah, oh yeah, you know what? You're right. I wish I could bring my own cards to poker tables. I can memorize the back of them. So no. Grinding, poker is a lot easier. I play poker a lot more seriously than I play chess. But obviously, I still do a lot of, like, chess content. Like, when it comes to actually studying for games and prepping and figuring out what tournaments I'm gonna play, it's all poker. Like tomorrow, I'll be playing in a $1,000 Big O free roll. And I'll also probably be playing a $250 buy-in for a 10K guarantee. But yeah, I was that kid. I am no longer that kid. I was only that kid because my parents made me. For context, in case you're wondering. I would not have been that kid if I had a choice. I just think that chess is best played casually. It's best played in a social environment where it's, like, fun and with friends or meeting new people, or in an environment where it's at least mentally healthy. Because once you get down the nitty-gritty of competitive chess, it ain't very healthy, nor is it very rewarding, both mentally and financially. Yeah. But hey, that's all talked about on the podcast I did, so if you want to think about that, or if you're curious. Chess is like alcohol, should only be done responsibly and socially. I kind of love it. I mean, it's still a game. What else is it gonna be? It's obviously a game. You can take it as seriously as you want. I don't really care. I've said this plenty. How you want to approach the game is none of my business. We're gonna go for a little checkmate. Social chesser, hell yeah. That's not even checkmate. What the hell? I'm just trying to checkmate, bro. Why is this taking so much effort? Alright, there we go. King is on a journey. Yes. When the fun stops, stop. It's such a healthy way to approach the game. It's such a healthy way to approach the game. When the fun stops, stop. Hello, Alex. That's a good way of thinking about it. Yeah. If you're no longer having fun, it's good to take a break. Sounds self-explanatory. Maybe that was not good. Oh well. Not necessarily every, but some, hopefully. Maybe. It's impossible to have fun 100% of the time, right? So, just about, does this serve the purpose? And if it doesn't, then ask yourself, why are you doing it? How do you grind poker? Same way you grind chess. You can play poker. You can study poker. There are solvers for poker. Exact same way. You have coaches for poker. There's training tools for poker. There's puzzles for poker. It's literally like, just... It depends on the game, though. Badoogie, for example, doesn't have a public solver. I believe the solver for Badoogie is like $80,000 or something. It's like a privately developed solver. It's crazy. I can't remember if it was Badoogie. Maybe it was some other game, but for Hold'em, at the very least, most of the resources are available. However, there's games like Badoogie, there's Big O, there's no, you can't ever get 100% win rate in poker, but if you're a better player, statistically, and you don't run, obviously, way below EV, you're supposed to be, you can be a winning player. I get tired of everything at some point, which is why variety is the best part of life. I mean, I should ask Jordy for some help on poker because I need it, especially in Deuce to 7. So for example, I played Deuce to 7 Triple Draw, which is a poker game. It's different from Hold'em. It's a 3 triple draw is a type of game where you get 3 draws. There's no flop depending on what you're trying to draw to. Obviously, it depends. But before we went into the Deuce to 7 triple draw match, Jordy told me he was like 97% confident that he would win. Yeah. So, like, you can think that there's variance in poker, but then you also get... I felt like that. It felt like Jordy should be 97% to win. And I think that's really interesting. Obviously, in Hold'em, which is a no limit game, it's a little different because Deuce to 7 is a limit game. So you can't have as big like swings as you can in games like PLO or Hold'em or stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, he did. He absolutely crushed me. I have never felt worse about the way I played poker than when I played heads up poker against Jordy. Jordy is the founder of Selenium Capital and is also just like a 10K Raz bracelet winner from WSOP and is just a really good mixed games player. So mixed games and poker are the games that are not Hold'em. That's not entirely true, obviously. It's the games that are like Deuce to 7, Badoogie, Archie 66, or yeah, things like that. Aw, you should have gone for it. That would have been so cool. I love Jordy. I would have applied to work at his fund if I was still remotely qualified to. Yo, thank you so much. Appreciate it, Kanzen. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, poker is a really deep and complex game. And there's a lot of different variants of poker that are played for very large amounts of money. Which is fun. If that's your thing. If it's not, that's okay too. It doesn't have to be your thing. I like Magic as well. I don't really play it, but I loosely follow it. I have a lot of friends around it. I think in general, So, like, a lot of these games do share similarities when it comes to the actual learning aspect of it. Yeah. I mean, that's such a simplified version of going about it, but poker is literally pure statistics. If you really wanted to break it down, it's pure statistics. Obviously, it's almost impossible to play it like it's a pure statistical game because I'm not good enough, but there's people out there who do. You're not allowed to use... Well, I would say you're probably not allowed to use ChatGPT, but if you use ChatGPT, your opponents would not complain because I can't imagine ChatGPT to be a very good poker player, but I could be wrong. There is luck involved in poker, but it's still at the end of the day basically playing like a large sum game, right? Your hand, like that, the action that happened in this hand impacts this hand, and over the course of the long, like, however many hundreds of thousands of hands, let's say you absolutely suck and you never learn how to play poker, and you know, you're just out there doing your thing, you're obviously going to be down money. But now let's say you're on the opposite side of that. Let's say you've studied your pre-flop ranges, you understand your opponent's ranges, you understand positions, you understand, like, you know, all of these big thoughts and stuff like that, and you go and play poker. You're gonna be probably winning, and that's what you're trying to do in poker. So you can obviously still run really bad in a single night or over a course of a month or whatever it is. People run bad all the time. But over the course of the long run, you should be winning. And that's why people study poker, and that's why there's money to be made in poker, because there are people who don't care, or they think that it's all luck, and they play against people who have studied and people who understand that it's not all luck. But hey, if you don't study, then yeah, you're gonna be probably not doing so great. So, yeah. I am not gonna go ahead and explain ranges. I'm sorry. I don't have the mental capacity for that right now. I'm just trying to check my opponent, man. Oh. So, ranges in poker are basically like openings. There's a ton of different openings. Not all of them are good, but some of them are playable. It's the same in poker. There's a ton of ranges out there. And, different ranges for different positions. But basically, a really good heuristic is things like, if you're under the gun, you're only opening your top 20% of hands, and you can adjust this. So top 20% of hands is if you look at a... Okay, it's way easier if I actually had like something graphic to show you guys, because it's a very clear visual representation of what 20% of your hands are, the top 20%. There's nothing like that in chess, but it's just literally like a table of all your possible illegal hands, and then seeing which ones are in the top 20%. Well, now we know that Crystal Ball has a tight opening range. So maybe I was just talking about all this to understand Crystal Ball's opening range. I'm gonna say, to speak for myself, I'm personally opening a lot more than my top 5%. But Crystal Ball over there is only opening their top 5%. Understood. Under the gun, you're folding 10s? Oh my gosh. Alright. Whew! Good for you. Yeah. Nicarano uses ranges. Everybody uses ranges. You gotta understand ranges. Ranges. You understand what your opponent's range is based on their actions. So, like, if they're calling effectively on... Like, let's say you're opening under the gun, yeah? And the person next to you raises you, like, under the gun +1, and on a 9-ring table raises you. Then you're there, and you're like, oh shit, bro raised me. And you know they probably have a tight range. So. Because they're second to act, and they did this action. Their range can change. Well, it's not about their range changing. It's about narrowing down what you think they have, if that makes sense. Their range is going to be whatever their range is. I don't know. We just got information from Crystal Ball that Crystal Ball is folding 10s under the gun. So now I understand that Crystal Ball is folding 10s under the gun. Okay, how do I construct his range now? What do I think he has on the flop after I have opened under the gun and he has 3-bet me under the gun +1, and then now what do I think he has? And if I know that he's folding even 10s under the gun, then I probably will put him on like, and he 3-bet me, then he probably has something like ace, king, kings, aces, queens, you know? And then now I'm looking at his action and he's just checking. And then I have to be like, okay, well, is this gonna be, you know, like a cautious check from kings on whatever board and stuff like that? Thanks, Smithy, for also confirming your own range. All right, we're gonna, yeah, I played a lot crazier, but hey, look, that's why it's so important to think about ranges, because Smithy's range is different from my range. I'm opening every hand of 6-9 offsuit from under the gun. Every single hand. There is never a time when I do not open 6-9 if I am the first person to act. I will always have Jack King off. Always. So I have a lot of nonsense in my range, which is fine, because once again, I'm not playing. This is not like WSOP Final Table. I'm not trying to play like the world's most correct range. Smithy's range is probably technically a little bit more correct. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine. If I lose with 6-9, then it is what it is. I don't really, I'm not too bothered about it. But yeah, I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to win every single penny from every single table, basically. Like, I'm not too worried about it. I am not GTO Wiz labbed up. I wish I was. I should. But like I said, I have a wide range, and I probably should not be having a wide range. But then it's like you guys are just watching Fold Simulator for the next little bit, so. Oh, well, you should play with us on Phenom. We'll be playing Phenom. Exactly. I play 6-9 because it's a funny number, not because it's GTO correct or anything. And it's supposed to be fun, absolutely. But we play on Phenom. We're going to be playing on Phenom in a few minutes after this game. And then, yeah, you're welcome to join us. Play for as low as 5 buckaroos. Phenom. That's Salini. That's actually Jordy's. Jordy's an investor. Phenom. What hands are good for bluffs? That depends on the situation. Then you got to think about like, oh, I'm in this spot. This is a board that has a straight draw on it, and I'm holding one of the cards that blocks this straight draw. But I don't actually have a straight. I only have a straight draw, and I have a blocker. So maybe this is a good place to bluff because it's less likely my opponent has the straight, right? Because I'm blocking it. So therefore, maybe we bluff here. Or you can think about how, oh, my opponent is way too nitty. They only open XYZ from these positions. They definitely missed because the board is 7-6-5. And they're probably here with like queens or something. And this is a straight and you triple barrel bluff or whatever it is. And yeah, things like that. So anyways, that's just one of the many examples of how you can bluff or think about your bluffing range. Now, once again, everybody's bluffing range is different. You would not want to do that against me because I'm very likely to have 6-9 on 7-5-8 because 6-9 is one of those hands I play all the time. So like you just gotta think about these kind of stuff. Like even though technically maybe, you know, whatever, but it's just yeah, there's a lot to think about. If you sign up under my referral code, well, first of all, let's talk about your benefit. You get a 200% deposit bonus. And you're also eligible for all of our free roll stuff when they eventually come, as well as our Code Nemo leaderboards. Those are on pause, but I get a lot of credit with Phenom. And Phenom has been really amazing sponsors for me, so I do appreciate you guys. Yeah. Thank you. But do sign up under Code Nemo on Phenom. I mean, do I do statistics during play? Not really, because my brain is kind of empty. But I should. I should definitely do statistics during my play. Like, I think I think about it in more heuristical ways, like, oh, I have the range advantage here. On Ace King 5 tri-suit or something. So yeah. You should play 5 buckaroos or play free rolls. Play the 5 buckaroos. Doesn't really come that naturally, unfortunately. I'm not very good at poker. I've talked about this a lot. Everybody thinks like, oh, you're so good at poker, you're so good at games, you must play so many board games. I don't play board games because I don't play board games. Like, I'm good at chess because I smashed my head into a wall for 22 years playing this game. Starting at 3 years old, I was doing like 6 hours a day. That's why I'm good at chess. You would hope that somebody's good at chess if they've spent that much time playing the game, you know? Like, you better hope that they're good at the game. Yo, thanks, Mexi. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I'll maybe see you on Sunday. But yeah, like, if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have stuck with the game, which is okay. But I would not say that games come naturally to me. I have a pretty hard time with understanding a lot of concepts, which is okay. Everybody struggles with something. But yeah, if I played poker for 21 years, like, I played chess pretty well, obviously, but nowhere near where I probably could have been if I was like super invested into it. Like, when I say invested, like passionate. If I was actually passionate about the game as like from, let's say, 9 until 17, I probably would have been so much freaking better at the game. But I wasn't passionate about the game. Because I was not, this was not something that I like really picked for myself, which is okay. It just, that happens in life. But if you really care about improving in something, it's very different, obviously, when you're trying to learn. Alright, I hope you're ready to play some poker! We're gonna play 100 NL, unless anybody wants to play something else. It's all okay. But that's why I suggest to people to have fun. Because if you don't have fun, you're gonna burn out so quickly. And that's actually gonna make your long run worse. And what do we care about? We care about you doing well for a long period of time, not whether or not you become national champion this year and then quit the game for the rest of your life, right? Right, guys? Because we want you here for a while. Not like... I don't want people to be grinding chess for like a month and then they never play the game again because they're so sick and tired of it. That would be sad. Well, the good news is I don't plan on ever having kids, so we're gonna be good. Alright, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch so you're able to watch some of the poker as well. Thank you guys for hanging out over on YouTube. In general, I would recommend everybody to always come hang out with us on Twitch because this is where I read the chat, and I don't really read the chat on YouTube unless Kevin reminds me. But yeah, thank you, Kevin, as well for reminding me. Alright, goodbye, YouTube. Come on over. If you used to play on PokerStars and now you don't, you should consider